So you had.
We are live. Hang on one second there, guys. We are live with the Anthony Magnabosco after party. Just so you guys know, Anthony can stick around for about 15 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And then he's got an engagement at 7 o'clock tonight. So if you do want to jump in and say hello, you should probably do that pretty quickly. I'm sure he'd appreciate hearing from some of the fans that watch his shows. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks for doing the after party. That's pretty cool. And I wish I could stay longer.
Well, you know, there's always once people have been on my show, I always extend an invite that you're always welcome to jump into any of the after parties from here.
Oh, cool.
And many do. So,
all right, awesome.
Yeah, nobody by name, right?
Well, there's too many to list, Diana, because you're one of them, and you're pretty much always. Oh, Anthony, I got a bit of a surprise for you here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we've got Objectively Dan.
Dan! Oh no! What? Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is like Christmas. It's Atheist Christmas right now.
Well, he's one of the ones that I think one of the stories that I watched you do with him back in the day that stood out for me, one of the most, right? Mm-hmm. When he did the whole coming back and talk to you later sort of thing.
Yeah. How are you doing, Dan? Good to see you again.
I'm doing all right. Connection's a bit bad on my end. I'm actually at work right now, so I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I thought I'd chime in and just say hi.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
That's the Dan that I know right there.
Yeah, doing it all for the fans.
Doing it all for the fans. You doing all right, man? Besides working?
Yeah, things have been good. You know, just living life. Doing the show. I'm still doing Truth Wanted. We're up over 7,000 subscribers now.
That's
got a big bump from AXP. So
awesome.
That's fantastic. Yeah, because you were hosting too. Awesome.
Did you hit a year yet? Did you hit a year of broadcast yet?
Me? I'm sorry, guys. The connection's kind of not so great on my end right now, and I gotta get back here. But I just want to come in and say hi. So I'll leave you guys back to it. Thanks
Good
for
to see you, buddy.
in, Neil.
Yeah, no worries, Dan. Take it easy,
Thanks for
brother.
popping on. That was really nice of you.
Take care, hon.
See you, buddy. That's too bad.
I told him that I had you on. He's like, "Oh shit! I hope I'm home from work in time." Like, well, we're going kind of early, so I'll drop a link if you can drop in just to say hi to Anthony. I think you get a kick out of that.
He's working pretty late. It's 6:30 his time.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true.
Hardworking young man.
Indeed, he is. Yeah, that's right. Best name ever. He's hit 7,000 subscribers now. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I'd like to know his secret.
He's good at what he does. That's for sure.
He's good at what he does, and he has Mark. You mentioned Mark behind the scenes. Well, the crew that helps get those videos out and breaks them up into short clips and puts keywords in there, and they've got some really good momentum. That's cool. Yeah, I was asking him. He couldn't hear me, but I was wondering if they were coming up. If he was coming up on a 1-year episode, because he invited me to be on his show the first. Was it the first day? Yeah. Well, they had some practice shows, but when they followed AXP one day, they sort of just kept the cameras running while the crew filtered out of the AXP, and then we filtered on for his show. And I was wondering if it was coming up on a year for him. I'm hoping that he invites me on so we can do make it an annual thing, but we'll see. He's doing a great thing though.
Of course he'll do it. Come on, man.
Well, I don't want to step on his.
You're the one responsible for him probably ending up ultimately to do that show.
Well, I don't know. I didn't really have much say in it. You
got him thinking.
Well, yeah. I mean, the conversation I think helped him, but as far as like getting him on the show, I didn't really have a hand in that at all.
No, what I meant was you talking to him and starting to get him to think about his beliefs and question them, and him ultimately coming out and eventually having the show. So I'm wondering that if that push that you gave him during your chats was the first peg, like the first domino to let the rest fall, and ultimately he ended up with this show because of that.
Oh, you'll have to ask him. I think he's talked about this before to varying lengths of explanation, and the sense that I got is that our conversation was helpful in that journey, but it wasn't the one and only thing.
Right. Yes.
But yeah, you have to. I actually said we'll
add him on.
You had okay. Yeah, so he probably talked about it there, and I've actually talked with him about it too on camera. It's on my channel.
Yeah, definitely go check that one out for sure, guys. It's a good one. I think that's one of the first few videos of yours that I actually saw. Of course, Diana's using a keyboard from 1975. So,
hey, I bought this thing in 2015. Come on, kids.
do you have any keyboards that sound like they say "made in bedrock" on the back?
I'll tell you what, though. Before I bought this keyboard, I'd had about 6 IBM Model M's that were old enough to drink while I was using them. I just like this kind of keyboard, this mechanical keyboard.
I was going to ask you, is that what they call a mechanical keyboard? Because I've heard people on Discord talking about that.
Yeah, I discovered computers, and I worked with my first computer back in 1970. I was 13 years old. I was very lucky. The school system was rich enough to buy a computer, and we actually served the entire system with a time sharing thing. And the input devices we used were teletype machines. If you've ever used a teletype machine, you need a hydraulic press to do the keys. They're very, very stiff. And then after that was a keyboard similar to this with a very stiff action. And I came to like that sort of thing. And when the membrane keyboards came out later, it was like trying to type on marshmallows. And I said, I don't like the way this feels. So I actually spent $85 for this thing that sounds like it's been made in bedrock, Yeah.
It's funny. My son and I were looking for keyboards for his. He started a YouTube channel. It's not atheist related or anything. He plays video games and stuff. But
awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
But we were looking for a computer for him. We built it, and I was amazed at the variety of keyboards that are out there today. You can get still those clunky kind of mechanical keyboards that are out there.
Like hers.
That's not my preference, though. If anyone's wondering, I'm a PC person, even though I have a Mac right now, this laptop for presentations and this stuff. But I usually use a PC. But I like the Mac keyboard, like the white keyboard with the chiclet keys. I really like that keyboard.
Okay, yeah.
Really like that one.
Well, I was having issues with my processing speed on the computers. Like my old computer, the one I got before I got this one, was this piece of crap right here, right? Like, I've got, if you'll see right there,
I noticed your sticker. Thank you.
Yeah,
yes, good job. Good job. You just put that on a minute before we went live, I think, right?
Oh no, this one's been there for a while. As a matter of fact, I actually put it over top of another sticker so it stand out.
Nice.
And of course, I appreciate I'm wearing the shirt. And see here, guys. Anthony was actually very nice and signed this for me when I was down there. I'm like, hey.
And just so people know, you asked me to. I didn't just say, let me
well, of course. Hey, can I sign that? Like, nobody does that, man. Of course I asked.
Yeah.
But, where was I going with this? So I ended up with an Alienware. I decided, you know what? If I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this with any amount of, like, professionalism, I'm going to need a better machine. So I bucked up $3,000 for this machine. And I have never regretted it. Yeah, but that money also includes any technological replacement stuff that I need, warranties out the wazoo for 5 years. Not that I'll have this thing for 5 years, and I could even have Geek Squad to my door, no charge, to fix any issues that I have. So I bucked up to make sure that I had something that was a professional level, just in case Mark does want to add me to the show.
Oh,
and
sure.
I've not had issues with this system since I did that. No more roboting and stuff like that.
Was that a little bit of a suggestion there, just in case he was listening to this after show? It's like, add me, come on.
Well, I keep in touch with a lot of those guys, so I'm assuming if they are actually interested, it'll eventually happen.
I would like to replace my camera. It's just a Logitech $100 type of thing. I would like to get a nice video camera and do sort of that 3/4. I've seen people sort of filming that 3/4 angle thing for live streaming like this. I think that would be good. And I was also thinking maybe asking people, polling people, which of my 10 videos would you like me to do a breakdown on? So I'd play the video and then I'd record myself commenting on it, maybe even years after the fact,
Mhm.
What would I do differently? What did I really like there? What was going on behind the scenes? Maybe that's not apparent. So
That would be, I think, I would totally tune in for that, to be honest,
Mhm.
Anthony. I think that's really good. Doing reaction videos to your own videos. I think that's
or maybe even other people's
awesome.
too. I suppose I could do that, but
Sure.
yeah, I get a lot of feedback from people who say they love the tutorial videos, or they love it when after the talk is done, I might turn to the camera or give my own thoughts on the conversation. So
Mhm.
I thought, well, maybe I can spend a little time and take 10 videos, whatever the public wants me to talk about, and
Mhm.
then do a little breakdown on that. But I need a good camera for that. I'd like to do it a little bit more professionally than what I have here.
Can't you do the GoPro for that?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean my GoPro's filming 4K, I
Mhm.
suppose.
You
But
could
I can't hook my GoPros up, as far as I'm aware, to my software for this, for example.
You might need specific software for that.
Maybe there is a way to do it. Now you've got me thinking. I probably own the cameras already. But damn it, I really want a nice new one.
I hear you.
And Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll look into it. I've got my old Sony HD cam that I could use as another angle for doing this kind of stuff too. I actually use that to film all my stuff for my other channel, which is also a gaming channel. I don't know if your son's, although mind you, there's some considerable language in my videos. So I do a game called Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
I'm not. I don't game at all. I know nothing.
It's similar
about
to
'em.
Magic the Gathering type. It's a playing card game, and you summon out creatures, and you have battles and stuff.
Oh, okay. Do they play that at the ACA? I think I've seen them play
I
that
think
there.
they play Magic. I'm sure.
Yeah, they
do.
definitely play Magic the Gathering.
I don't know if they play Yu-Gi-Oh! I do know a lot of the atheist YouTubers that I know, like Surus and Mr. Atheist or Jimmy. They're all Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, and we've all vowed that we're going to get together one day and actually play some cards. So
That's good.
yeah.
I'm not a gamer. I'm not really into games. I don't even like listening to music, which drives my family crazy. Well,
Really?
The only music that I listen to is when my son or my daughter put it on in the car when I'm driving them to school or something. So I'm pretty
sorry.
hip. I'm pretty up on like the Drake and the
Taylor Swift and
Tyler the Creator and
yeah.
What's the other guy's name? Reggie something or other.
Yeah.
Reddy. I can't remember his name. So yeah, I'm pretty up on the hip hop music, but that's only because they play it. Most of the times I'm listening to podcasts or listening to other SE videos, for example.
Drives my work partner nuts because he loves listening to music, and I'll do that once in a while. But usually, I've got somebody's podcast going on in the background here.
I'd much rather listen to a podcast or Pine Creek, for example.
Pine Creek's great.
Yeah, Pine Creek is putting out so much good content. He needs much more exposure. He's doing.
Hey,
great
IQ.
work.
How you doing,
I
IQ?
made it.
Hey!
This is the guy I was telling you about earlier. Anthony is my moderator extraordinaire. This is
Hello, IQ. Thanks for all the work that you're doing. And just so everyone knows, I have to leave in about 6 minutes to make my 7:00 appointment.
Yeah.
Well, let's milk every second of that. Okay.
Milk every second. Hit me with your hardest question.
There you are.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a little.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Please.
I do have a little question, if you don't mind. I'm so happy you remembered me. I guess I'm one of these people you'd really like to forget, but just can't. But I'm wondering how you felt about that interview on The Place.
It was about 2 years ago. I don't remember too much about it. I don't really. From what I remember, it was a nice, cordial, respectful conversation.
Okay, because
I didn't harbor any really. Why do you ask?
I'm just wondering, because the feeling I got while it was going on was that there might have been some unspoken animosity that Dr. Jones held toward you. He was going on and on about how he did not like SE. A few other things. I don't know. It's just like maybe I'm saying too much. Maybe I'm reading too much into it anymore. We no longer work together, by the way.
Oh, okay.
We had a parting.
Just to answer your question, I got the impression that they had concerns about it. I thought I addressed them, and they gave me plenty of time to explain my position on it. So that's all.
Okay.
yeah, I don't know much more that I can add to that. I see somebody else joined, and I don't have a lot of time, so maybe we can just end it there. But yeah, it was
Okay.
it was completely fine to
Okay.
looking back on
Danke.
it.
Danke
Yeah.
schön. Zach, hi.
Yeah, my friend Zach just jumped in. He's known as the Bible Belt Atheist on YouTube.
Oh, Bible Belt Atheist. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
I didn't realize you were doing the after party. I thought you were still doing the deconversion story.
You're behind the times, Zach. What's going on? However, I do like the look of that BC Rich guitar behind you, leaning up against the wall there.
I knew you.
Is that a Warlock?
War Beast.
War Beast. Okay. Very cool. Well, Anthony, I was going to say, since you're not really into music, I'm not going to give you a link to my music. So, which has actually been used in a few atheist channels.
Don't sell yourself short. I'd entertain it. Maybe I can drop it into a video or something. So yeah, send me. Are you on Spotify or
SoundCloud?
SoundCloud.
Actually.
Yeah, that's what we put our podcasts on. So yeah, send me a link. I'll listen.
If you need if you do end up liking one of them or something, and you said, you know what, I could use this in something, I'll send you the actual copy right off my hard drive to you.
Oh, good. That's better quality. Maybe.
Yeah. You don't have all the extra compressions and stuff like that.
Yes.
We have our stuff professionally done. It's done by an actual studio. We've been on the radio. We actually have been able to play live on the radio, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
How would you describe your music in 3 words?
Harder edged, but cool. That's 4 words.
That's
Sorry.
4.
Harder
edged, but
edgier, but listenable.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about pretty darn good?
Yeah, because we have some acoustic stuff too, right? So our song "Dollhouse" is an acoustic song that I wrote about the child. There was a ring of these guys going to Asia, bringing back young girls from Asia over here and setting them up in little brothels. Yeah, it was terrible. In Canada, here in Toronto, actually.
Okay.
And they got busted, and Maclean's magazine did an article about it, and I was sitting in the can one day reading the article, and it inspired me to write the song. So,
yeah, I love the song. So,
thanks, man.
Yeah, send me a link. I'll take a listen to it.
Sure.
Well, Anthony, I got no questions really for you. If something hits me, I'm on your Discord, so I'll certainly give you a ping there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just have to say that your work is an inspiration to everybody that is just that respects positive, respectful, peaceful discourse, and just how much you've brought to the table for introspection when it comes to having just a positive conversation with somebody and having somebody get into their own head to figure things out instead of just giving them assertions.
And the drama that usually comes with that sort of
really
debatey.
Completely, utterly priceless. So I thank you for your work. It's been an inspiration to me getting along with my wife. So thank you.
That's really always lovely. Important.
Thanks for sharing that. That reminds me, there was a guy that walked up to me when I was out filming about 3 weeks ago. You may have even heard it if you were on the SE Discord server, because I usually put an AirPod in so people can listen in when I'm out there live. And a guy walked up to me to say that he's been watching my stuff and it's changing how he's interacting with his wife. So your story actually just reminded me of his. I might actually put that on my channel so that people can listen to it. It's profoundly changing how he's interacting with her, and she's teaching her kids that the Earth is young, and she has all these homeschooling materials to
good Lord,
to teach young Earth creationism. And he was beside
livid,
he was livid, he was beside himself, and this was making a difference, this approach of SE.
It does make a difference. Now, this doesn't change one bit on how my wife interacts with me, per se, but it really changes how I am able to handle the conversation instead of just, I guess, we're just going to have to disagree. And no, actually asking the right questions and really being in the conversation, having a firm footing on truth and how to go about asking the questions. It makes all the difference.
That's cool.
And when your child looks at you and tells you that the rainbow is God's promise that he's never going to flood the earth again, it really helps you interact with that child much better. Instead of saying, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard, you interact with them. How do you think that works? Do you really think that's the deal? And you start asking them questions. You're getting them thinking instead of just saying that's ridiculous.
It's a game changer.
It's a knee-jerk reaction, and you can't act like that with anybody, really, especially your children.
It's counterintuitive too, because you would think all I just need to do is tell them that that's dumb, and they'll stop believing it, or give them the facts of what's really happening. And sometimes that will work. Sometimes people are ready for it. The kids might be more open to a factual explanation of the truth of the matter than maybe an adult would, which is kind of ironic. But now that I think about it, but the act of asking questions and having a person explain it could reveal problems with the method that they're using to get to that conclusion. And SE seems to be a really good way of doing that.
Agreed.
That's cool. I'm really glad that you're not only using it with your wife, but maybe you're with your children as well. That's great.
I have to.
Have you approached it from the perspective of trying to teach them how to do it so that they can use it on your claims?
No. We are.
I don't want to be challenged.
I have a 12, a 10, and a 5 right now. So we're not quite at that point, and they are very, very heavily indoctrinated. So
the 12-year-old might be ready for it.
Yeah.
But I understand. It's dicey. It's much more delicate how you go about doing this when you have loved ones involved, as opposed to stopping a stranger on the street or on a campus or on a trail or something like that. The stakes are much higher.
Yes, they are.
You have to be much more strategic in how you go about this.
And I try not to bring it, it's not really in conversation quite all that much. If they say something to me, I know I can respond properly while stimulating some thought in it. But, we don't just sit down like, well, you know what, let's dig into this. It's a dicey subject because, I need to be able to stay around and be a positive secular influence for my family. And that doesn't happen when I'm constantly arguing with my wife and possibly a divorce because of this shit. And it's not worth it. Family first.
Yeah.
Well said. And on that note, I should probably leave because I have to head out. So I'm really sorry that I can't stay longer. But thank you, Neil, again for having me on your show and also this after show. And thank you, everyone else, for joining me here on the after show with all these great questions. This was really fun.
Well, thanks for the opportunity to talk to you again, Anthony. And,
for sure. I hope to see you around online.
Absolutely. I just might have to think about sending you an invitation to have you on Coffee with Lavender.
Do it. Please do.
Yeah, this would you I don't know if you're following me on no, why would you be following me on Twitter? I'm nobody. On Twitter, I'm the Lavender Lady. Could you if you don't mind DM me your contact?
I'll give him your info.
Fine.
Why don't you just DM me on Twitter and I'll see it because I have it set so that everyone can reach out to me there.
Sounds pretty good to me. I'm liking it. Okay.
We have to let Anthony go, guys.
I got to run. I'm so sorry. Thank you, everyone.
Enjoy.
Thanks again, Anthony. And just so you know, Nick Nemeth in the comments says you're doing God's work.
I noticed that.
I like it.
That's a good one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Wow.
He's such a sweetie.
What a treat that was, man. Anthony is, As soon as he saw me, the huge smile on his face, and he went up and he goes, Neil, fuck, it's good to see you. And he gave me a big hug. He says, let me take you out for lunch. And Hector Garcia was there too. If you guys aren't familiar with Hector Garcia, he's written a book actually that I happen to have somewhere around here. And the audio. I always buy the audio and the hard copy. So if I'm not at home and I really like the book and I want to keep going with it, I can listen to it in the car or something like that, right? So.
Christy Santiago reminded me. Thank you. She says, if you are still in this chat and you have not hit that thumbs up, why not? Do it or else.
Well, Christy, we're not done. Anthony just had to leave, but he stuck around long enough so that actually objectively Dan jumped in just to say hello because objectively Dan always says that he has Anthony to thank for him critically thinking about what he believes and for him becoming the atheist that he is today. Anthony
and if you love both of them, you should watch
their shows.
Objectively Dan's interview with Anthony. It's great.
And Christy, I don't know if you want, but you're welcome to jump in. I can send you a link.
There's room for 2 more.
There is.
Indeed. And yeah, objectively, Dan, he is such a sweetie.
He is. He calls me the Big Bear. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be interviewed by him. You remember Neil, because there was this strange bear type person from up north who called in on that one. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. That's right. Who could that have been?
I have no freaking idea.
Everyone up here mistakes me for Sasquatch. I mean, he's relatively well known for the Pacific Northwest area, is where most of his sightings are. And I hate to break it to you guys, but that's actually been me. I'm a hell of a camper. So probably me you see out there in the woods.
Oh, okay. So you're like the department store Santas, right? Because you take the Northwest, and then Aaron takes the Southwest.
Yeah. He's my Squatch brother.
I got a better one, Neil. It would probably help if your beard cozy didn't say Yeti on it.
That's true too, right there, folks. He's not lying.
Oh no, Beach says I'm going in 10 minutes to watch about Yeckers talk about dinosaurs. Oh, why?
You're welcome, Nick. I thought that was a good one. He says thanks for the shut it, but he meant shout out.
Okay, fine. Yeah, there you go.
You guys aren't going to believe who's hiding out in the back room here who would like to join us. I'm not sure if I want, because I tried to monetize this video, and so far it's still green. But it's Duke Bonanza.
Oh my word!
How did I know?
Duke, sweetie, hi.
How you guys doing?
A little bit this, a little bit that. Good for me, good for you. What am I talking about? I have no idea.
I've been missing you, brother. You haven't been around much.
I've been taking a kind of half-assed sabbatical from stuff and just focusing on work and things like that. I got a lot going on, but I tried to join in, not the last one, but the one before, but there wasn't a link for it. Well, I couldn't find the link for it.
I always drop one, so I don't know how the hell that happened.
It might just be an issue with my internet.
Oh,
well,
maybe.
I don't know. When you dropped it, did it break?
Okay, all right.
No, huh?
I'm the one with the dad jokes. Come on. You're trying to steal my territory here, Dad.
Actually, I'll never be as good as that at that stuff as Kate is. But
I know Kate. Oh my God, she's gold for that. Wonder what she's up to. She should jump in.
And that would be nice. I'd like that.
Like 3 famous people in my stream all in one day. Holy fuck! I didn't see if Christy said she wanted to jump in or not. I think she's actually taken off. Hi, Warlord. Are you here to spout out some more? Knock yourself out, brother. It's
Who's this?
Warlord Pliskin. Yeah, he always comes in and like talking about world politics and stuff like that, and the elitists and stuff like that. I get some entertainment out of it. It's pretty.
I guess that's like Snake Plissken.
Yeah, well, yeah, except he's a level up.
So he's like what do they call that? Like when a Pokemon changes to the next level?
Evolution. Evolve.
Evolution. So he's like an evolved version of the of Snake Plissken.
Yeah, there you go. But he always comes into these and he says, evening fellow war criminals, that kind of thing. Or victims. I think some of us might even be victims of war, not so much criminals. But I don't know about you guys, but have you heard of these things?
What, where, when?
Blaze puts them out. They're called poppables. Have you tried these things?
Oh yeah,
they're not bad. Product placement. So anyway,
I don't think I've seen those.
I like them. I actually kind of like them. They're like here. I'll show you one up close. They're like little rice chip cookie thingies. Well, they're potato actually.
That almost looks like a rice Chex or something, or a potato Chex. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
they're crunchy.
I was gonna say, I've tried poppers.
No, I think we're talking about something a little bit different.
All right, Duke. That's another wavelength altogether, my friend.
No, you have to watch it, Duke. That may be against the upcoming TOS. It's the whole bit there with the YouTube, and that's That's an idea. I may have to take that up this weekend because I hadn't an idea for what I was going to do this weekend. So maybe that's going to be it. Who knows?
What?
Tune in and find out.
Tune in and find. Yeah, you should totally reach out to Anthony. I'll give him your. Well, actually, his DMs on Twitter are always open, so you should have no problem sending him a message.
Oh. Okay, here I was thinking that by default. You couldn't DM unless you had a two-way follow going on.
What'll happen is that it'll send him a message request, and then he can go into his message requests and see who's trying to get in touch with him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
but
good.
he'll be looking for it, so he'll be on the ball.
Yay!
He's good.
So yeah, we can work something out hopefully, and because I'm sure that. Well, I think most of my audience is also your audience, but what the hell might not be a bad thing.
It's called a community, Diana.
Yeah, I think pretty much.
We're all each other's
I think
audience.
we've built it beautifully, by the way.
We're
And
all
you
each
talk-
Depends on
other's
who you
audience.
ask, my friend.
yeah, really. We could go on for hours about that, and I think I'll keep my mouth shut.
No, I'm done. That's all I was going to say.
Wow.
Well, I guess I say we as in like y'all because like I don't have a channel, so it's like you guys did the work. I'm just like kind of like a wingman. So.
Neil's
Good
channel
job.
is my channel.
Exactly. Although, you know what, you guys, Duke does have a channel, and he puts up some of his guitar work on there, and I highly recommend you check it out. Sorry, guys, I'm nibbling
It's
on
okay.
stuff. Okay.
My guitar work is okay. I got to get back to it.
He's underselling.
I'm not sure that they're public. Are they public?
You know
Because
what? I can't answer that. I have no idea.
I think my videos are privated, and I share them with people when they want to hear them. But I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it's not on purpose. I don't think. I think I just am lazy, and I haven't
What?
gotten around to doing something
Switching
with
him
them.
to public?
Yeah, I know, right?
It takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's 2 seconds I could spend masturbating, sir.
Well, that's true. That is true. Can't take that away from you. That's for sure.
Well, they could, but
That
they'd have to
extra 2
try really
seconds.
hard.
I'm not even touching that one. That extra 2 seconds.
Well, that's not all you're not
break
touching.
right there, right? So that's not all you're not touching.
I missed it. What did he say?
Neil said, "I'm not touching that one." In response, I forget what you were responding to, so I just thought I'd make an arse of myself and or an ass of myself. Actually, so yeah, that's not all that
Arse
he's
is
not
proper
touching.
here in Britain.
Well, the whole thing is though, the arse is what you're sitting on. The ass has ears. You sit on it and you go from this place, and when you're talking about that sort of thing, I'm thinking, yeah, to refer to someone as an ass would be, a little better, if you will, which is really interesting, by the way. If anybody remembers the film Red October, The Hunt for Red October,
Yeah.
it was shown on television down here in the less civilized part of the world. And when the line came up near the end of the film, it was, "You arrogant ass, you've killed us." When the torpedo turns around and comes back toward they overmasked it with "you arrogant captain." And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you arrogant ass? I don't know. I'm just...
I want to know this. What's the world got against nipples?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Hang on a second here. There's a question from Beach Price that I'd like to address. Hi, Beach. It says, Neil 608 says, have you chatted with Dapper Dino more about him being on your stream? And just so you know, I have scheduled Dapper Dino to be on my stream.
Oh, boy.
And he has taken the date of Monday, December 9th at around 4 p.m. my time. Although that might change due to time, location, stuff like that.
Tell me this, Neil.
Mhm.
Does the Dapper Dino use Dapper Dan's hair treatments?
I have no idea, but I can ask that during our chat if you like.
You need to ask the Dapper Dino if he's a Dapper Dan man.
All right.
Okay.
You can pop into the after party. Speaking of Dapper Dino, I just got a notification. The Dapper Dino premiere right now. Genesis Apologetics Should Apologize, Part 3. It just popped
With a
up.
title like that, I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, for sure.
If he's not a Dapper man, there's a good chance that he might be a man of constant sorrow.
You're the only one that God damn it. That's why I love you, IQ. God damn it.
Okay,
Someday
now
we
I
just need
get
to
it.
hang out and watch goddamn Coen movies together.
Sure.
I can't believe I didn't get that, to be honest.
I went and saw Dr. Sleep.
And
It's fantastic.
I heard the
Dr.
opposite.
Sleep.
Yeah,
Really?
it's the sequel to The Shining.
Yes.
Oh,
It's trippy because obviously, like, the original movie, The Shining, diverged heavily from the source material, right? So there's a lot about the book that's completely different from the movie. And so when they made this, they tried to stay true to both the book that was playing off the original novel and the original, like, Stanley Kubrick version of The Shining. So it's trippy having the books to see how they kind of jumped around it to make it work, but they did a really good job. It might be. It's one of the best Stephen King adaptations I've ever seen.
That's saying something. That's all right. I might have to check that out now. I was very impressed myself with episode 1 of The Mandalorian. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I have no idea what that is.
It's
a Star Wars thing.
It's a Star Wars thing. and it's
Okay.
You remember Boba Fett, right, from the movie?
No.
Boba Fett.
Oh, Boba Fett, the
Boba
bounty
Fett.
hunter. The guy with the helmet.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Now we got it.
Basically,
Yeah.
I have a Boba Fett right here, but he's made out of car parts.
Look at this.
Oh, there's
Look
Boba
at
Fett
this.
right there.
What do you have?
That part of the show.
What?
Right, there you go. So he was the
That
guy
part of
that
the show.
was going after that part of the show. Gratuitous cross shots. But
No, I was talking about the show and tell part of the stuff.
Oh, yeah. So I always have something within arm's reach, it seems. But anyway, so he's of the species Mandalorian. So,
Well, Mandalorian isn't really a species; it's like a society. It's
yeah,
not really a species.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
He's human.
He is human. Well, Boba Fett
He's
is
a clone, though, isn't he?
yeah, he comes from them. So do all of them, I think. But anyway, The Mandalorian is. I was actually quite impressed with how they made it seem more like Star Wars used to be. However,
Did you like? What was that? Oh God, the other one they made that wasn't the part of this new trilogy, Rogue One.
that actually ties into the original trilogy.
Yeah, and the canon, doesn't it? Ties into the actual original canon.
For the most part, yeah. Of all the Disney ones, I think Rogue One was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
The newer ones, the newer 3, they're just releasing the last one, which, by the way, are the original 9 stories that George Lucas actually wrote years ago.
I did not know this.
Yeah, he decided to go with the middle 3 to start with because they seem to translate the best. Yes, that's right. Boba Fett is a clone of Jango Fett. Yes, you are correct. Yeah. But he calls him his son. He's actually in the Clone Wars, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. He's the only clone that doesn't have any of the mind stuff, the mental conditioning the other clones have.
That's right. Anyway, so I forgot where I was going with this.
Chicago.
Yeah, probably.
You were talking about the new trilogy.
They're they don't feel to me like the originals did.
No, they feel more like the originals to me than the prequels did.
The thing that amazes me about that, though, is, do I have the year right? Was it, 78 or 79 when Star
77.
Wars?
77.
So it's over 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of makes you feel old. It really
I went
does.
and saw it in the theater.
Well, Diana, it didn't until you brought it up.
Well, that's where I fit in. This is what my contribution to humanity, making everybody feel old.
No, that's my contribution.
Yeah, Zach's good at that too.
Not with that voice.
Oh my!
Well, I have one sentence that can make everybody in this chat feel old, but I'm going to refrain from saying it.
Oh, you're no
no.
fun. Come on,
My mother.
That knife's already stuck pretty deep in there. I don't think you're going to make it any worse. Go for it.
Yeah, because now I'm curious.
Oh God. Well, then, if Star Wars came out in '77, then my mother was a year old whenever it came out.
Okay, get out. His mom was a year old, and I was in the theaters watching the movies when it came out.
there you go.
The
I already
prequel-
felt old though
She's
because
still older
my
than
son
I
is
am.
your age.
I need somebody in the chat to silence Dallas Wade for 300 seconds, please.
Oh my!
Cheers, brother. I love you, Dallas. You
I
missed a
can't
good
do
part.
it, man.
Anthony
It wasn't all
Magnabosco.
caps, and he didn't spam any emojis, so it's like my hands are tied on that.
Yeah, but look what he said.
Oh, Christ Jesus. Dallas, stop it, buddy.
I do like the prequels a lot better than the shit Disney's putting out right now. But
Tony almost did it.
The only thing I really liked about the prequels was the lightsaber battles. I thought those were really good.
Pod race? Come on.
Well, I mean the pod race, but the lightsabers were.
Or when they're in that fucking thing with the monsters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. And the lightsaber battles are pretty cool.
I like the final battle between Vader and Ben Kenobi.
Mhm.
That's
That
good.
was
And the
great.
final battle
Yeah.
between Darth Sidious and Yoda is really kick-ass too.
Mhm.
Yes,
I've always had a theory that when Sidious fought Mace Windu, that he threw the fight on purpose because he knew that Vader was going to, Anakin was going to be there, and he'd be his opportunity to turn him to the dark side of the Force. Because it doesn't make sense. Like when you watch that fight scene, Sidious flies into 4 Jedi, and 3 of them are dead inside of 4 seconds. Then he's more or less just beats Mace Windu's ass all the way back, and then all of a sudden he just loses with a kick. But then you turn around, you see him fight Yoda, and he just cleans Yoda's clock. And it's like, why did he lose that Mace Windu fight unless he preemptively felt in the Force that Anakin was going to show up, and it was just his opportunity?
it's possible.
I guess. They get those crazy feelings from the Force, so you never know, right? All
Well,
right,
he was really, really good at it.
Dallas, I want to know. I don't think you were here when I popped the original question. I want to know, Dallas, what you thought of The Mandalorian. I don't even know if you've seen it yet. But
Oh, is it out? I've just seen the trailer for it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It
out?
started. It already started, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll have to go see it then.
Episode 1 is up.
In
They're
the
going to
thea-
release... No, dude. It's a TV series on Disney.
Oh. Okay. I thought it was a movie.
Mm-mm. What happened, I think, this is my theory. Okay, I'm not going to say theory. This is my thoughts on the matter. Theories and my... You haven't gotten to it yet? Definitely check it out, man. It definitely feels like the Star Wars classic stuff. It's got that feel to it. Some great stuff in it. Anyway, it's a series because they had actually considered making a Boba Fett movie, but plans for that fell through, and I think they decided to do the Mandalorian TV project instead. And he's not even listening to me.
Yeah.
Kids these days.
It looks like he had to go take a doo-doo.
He's like, oh, I feel a turtle head poking out.
I'm getting all emotional.
Okay, so wait a minute. You're likening turtle head. Okay, so I can liken that to the idiot who was just doing the Senate Majority Leader. Oh Lord, talking about how horrible this whole impeachment thing
Talking
is.
about poop in my butt, and you're connecting that to political stuff somehow.
Yeah, well, Moscow Mitch, isn't it a great comparison there?
A turtle head poking out and Moscow Mitch.
Yeah.
Maybe if we can use them for like whack-a-mole.
Oh, I like the idea. Give me a mallet. That'll work. Jeez. Did anybody?
Go ahead.
Did
Can you
anybody
imagine
in here?
watching? Sorry, go ahead.
God damn it, you guys!
No, seriously. I mean, tell me to shut up if you want to. You will anyway. But did anyone here actually watch any of the impeachment proceedings? I watched for a while until it was Purple's stream that came on, and I had to turn the proceedings off.
No, I don't pay attention to politics. I used to be really into politics, and I was the angriest person ever all the time. It was like stealing my joy from life, so I just said, screw it. I can vote, but other than that, there's not a lot I can do.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ignore it, pretend like it doesn't happen.
I cry every day for you guys, just so you know. You have to put up with that orange fucking buffoon.
Well,
Is that 'cause
thank
you're
you for
Canadian?
the sentiment.
Well, you know, and I scream sorry a lot from across the border.
There you do. I mean, you've got Trudeau, but Trudeau is nowhere near as dangerous as this asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not even close. Trudeau's
Yeah.
He's a goof, is what he is. He's just a big goof.
I mean,
He's not an ass like your president.
There you go. He is definitely cute. Okay, but
In a Fidel Castro kind of way, I guess. That's who he looks like, man. There's suspect that's his real dad. No, don't make me bring out the pictures again, because I will.
Diana, I'll have to add in that, though, in this group, you'll be interrupted several times, and everybody, it just rolls right off our backs. But just know that if somebody tells you to shut the fuck up, one of us is going to slap the shit out of them.
Yep.
There will be slappings.
Oh,
slappings
for the war.
So just know that that's your company you keep. Is that
nobody talks to my friends like that in my stream.
Here, I thought that you would, do it for the good of the group, the good of the world. It's
like Ocean said, man. I have the ability to form my words into a cudgel and beat the shit out of people with them.
Hey Neil, I was gonna say this right quick.
What's up?
Taking it back to the Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a true Star Wars fan until you write all your notes in Orabesh.
That's awesome.
Like
what the fucking hell?
All my notes are written in straight Orabesh.
That's fucking amazing. How long did it take you to be able to do that?
About a
5 minutes.
To actually memorize the entire alphabet and everything. Probably about 3 days.
Yeah, but okay, I'm still impressed.
3 days, that's impressive.
Probably would have taken me 3 years.
I'm still looking at
well, it helped out a lot recently because I used to write Orabesh back in 6th grade. And then I kind of just fell out of it and I've just come back into it again.
Okay, cool.
Now, is that a language or is that a cipher?
Uh-huh.
That's the the most common language in Star Wars.
Okay, so it's actually you're actually translating from whatever it is you're taking the notes of to your notes. Hey, that's cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to figure out Klingon, for fuck's sakes.
Kate gave up on it.
Yeah, blah. Yeah.
Fuck
they teach Klingon on Duolingo.
Yeah,
Dryer
that's true.
That's where she was going. That's where yeah.
Dryer sheets will solve that problem.
Okay. All right. I need to know how now. Oh my God!
God
Okay, I just got
damn it, IQ. God damn it, IQ.
Say it.
You know what? So will flushable wipes.
Oh, jeez.
And a bidet.
I don't know. Can you be demonetized for innuendo or what? You know.
Every time somebody says bidet, I think of Crocodile Dundee.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
jeez.
to clean your bum out.
The first time I ever used one of those, I thought it freaked me out. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? I didn't even know what it was. She goes, just hit the button, and I'm like, oh, what is this? An enema machine? Like I didn't even know that.
Well, at least you didn't have to pay somebody to do it.
No, that's true. Although I could see where I could make some money doing that.
That makes me think of you remember when that young lady was selling her bathwater and everybody was losing their shit over it?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That makes me think like for that statement made me think of that because like people were really getting all pissed off and everything, calling her a panhandler, and I was like, my constant answer to that is the only reason I'm not selling my bathwater is there's no market for it.
There you are.
I was considering it, but the problem is I don't take baths ever. No I'm kidding.
So you're like a Sasquatch?
No, I shower, dude, or I use the hose.
There you are. It's been a long time since I've had a bath. I should again one of these days. I like occasionally to do a bubble bath. Like you, I am always the showers.
Yeah,
they're more efficient.
The last time I took a bath, you remember way back in 2014?
Okay.
When they had the ALS ice bucket challenge.
Yeah.
Remember that? By the way, I ended up donating as well because I thought if you're going to do a video about the ice bucket challenge, you should also donate to the cause, the ALS cause. And I lost one of my uncles to ALS. So,
oh my,
yeah. But I was able to see him before he went when I went to my my cousin's wedding, and he was there. Of course, he was in the gurney, and he couldn't speak very well. He had to breathe in between every other word, and of course that was also helped by a machine. So he was getting close to his last days, we'll say, and it was my Uncle Dave, and it was good to see him before he left this mortal coil. But I did a version of it where I kind of upped the game a little bit. I filled the tub up with cold water and then dumped about 4 buckets of ice into the tub, and then got into the tub and sat there for a few minutes talking about my Uncle Dave and the reason why I'm doing this. And I think somebody sent me a message after that saying that when I did that, I put a little link to a GoFundMe because that's pretty much when GoFundMe's just came out or shortly thereafter. And I was able to raise almost $1,500 doing that. And it was literally like a 7-minute video. So,
wow.
Just so you guys know, yeah.
It's not all that bad, really.
$1,500. So I said, I'll sit in this tub for a minimum of 5 minutes. And I think it ended up being 7 or 8 minutes. And it was fucking cold. And not only that, I was drinking an ice cold beer at the same time. So I was in the tub, completely submerged in ice water, up to here pretty much, and drinking an ice cold beer. And anyways, I ended up raising, I think it was $1,470 something. So just under $1,500. So,
you know, my favorite reaction to the ice bucket challenge is Patrick Stewart.
Really?
Patrick Stewart put a video of himself, and he wrote a check, and then he put 2 pieces of ice in a glass and poured bourbon on it. Drank it.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, yeah.
Was Charlie Sheen's, where he had the bucket beside him, and he said, "This is how I do the ice bucket challenge." And he grabs the bucket, and he picks it up and dumps it, and it's full of $100 bills. And he says, "And all this is going to the charity." So,
Charlie Sheen, crack is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. I think my video is out there somewhere still. I don't know, but
I'm gonna has to look around and see if I can find it.
She'll find it.
Yeah, well, it's there somewhere. I don't think I even actually talked about the GoFundMe at all during that, but
Diana's beating up her keyboard again.
So
And I'm using an extra light touch while I'm doing this, and it's you can still hear it in Arizona.
you won't find it. It's on my Saris 13 channel, my gaming channel. So
Sayers
Somebody-
13?
SAYRIS
Okay.
13.
Thomas Westbrook asked, "Who's your favorite person that debunks? Who's your favorite debunker? Right, like the person
Yes.
that debunks pseudoscience." And I had to throw an Ian Dragon in there because I think out of everybody that debunks pseudoscience, that guy is to me the best.
Yeah, but he doesn't make shit anymore.
I don't give a damn. The shit he made in the past is better than 90% of the shit I see by anybody making shit. Dude, you can never count the Encyclopedia Innatica out. That fucker knows everything about goddamn everything.
Yeah, well, I'm not quite at that level.
Dude, that cat, I swear to God, he'll be all like, I'm not that smart. And I'll be like, really? Tell me about the blah, 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 blah random thing. And he'll be like, all right, here's 15 paragraphs. Top of my dome.
No, he's a smart guy.
Yeah, and he's a sweetheart. I love him.
Oh, yeah, Puffy's good. He's good people. Did you find it, Diana?
You know, I'm the one that gave him that nickname.
I got sidetracked here for a second.
I was going to make a joke like she's already watching cat videos.
Oh, man. No, I got sidetracked. I happened to see a Yu-Gi-Oh! Subscriber showcase that showed the face of a way back when Neil Bernstein.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
Was I wearing the little toque thing instead of the bandana back then?
Yeah.
With the little Batman buttons on it and shit like that.
Boy, you're a child.
What? No, I was still dyeing my facial hair and shit at that point. It was already going great back then. That was 2013 or so.
Yeah, this is 28 May 2012.
There you go. Right.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's probably
about
one of the bigger events.
7.5 years ago, and yeah. No, I'll keep looking for the other. Okay, this is on channel Galactic God that I saw.
Galactic God, yeah.
Oh my word. Okay, let's see. Okay,
in this video, I've done another one on a different channel where I spoke about my Uncle Dave. I don't think I spoke about my Uncle Dave on this one, the one you're searching for.
Okay.
And actually, shit, did I attach the GoFundMe to that one or the other one? I can't remember, but I did another one with a bunch of other Yugi-tubers where we did a collab. So
Yugi-tubers?
That's what we called ourselves, Yugi-tubers.
Okay,
I'm flabbergasted.
Why?
I don't know. It's so clever.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Yugi-tubers. So we go, hey, Yugi-tubers, what's going on? Sarah 13 here. I'm over at Locals, and we're opening up a bunch of boxes and packs today. Stick around and see what I end up pulling. And it won't be my PUD. At least not in public.
Well, if you're going to wank it in private.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've been kicked out of Safeway for that.
Yeah, I know, right? that and being found with like 10 empty bottles of Cool Whip
KY jelly.
and KY jelly. Don't do whippets in the goddamn grocery store. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. This is not a good idea. It's not a good idea. And they give you a really, really funny look because the Safeway that we had a toy aisle where the kids could buy stuff like games. And when I went through the aisle with two bottles of Mazzola and a Twister game, I got some funny looks.
I found it.
Would you?
ALS Ice Bucket Challenge with a twist.
Mm-hmm. That's the one.
Yep.
Are the GoFundMe links on that one? Because they may not be on that one. They might be on the other one. I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm going to have a look at it. All I saw was the title or whatever you want to call that. Show more. Here's the challenge. Here's where you can donate.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is the
Okay.
this is the ALS Canada link for the.
Right. Okay. Cool. Very cool.
Let me grab this and.
What was the name of your channel, Neil?
Sayris 13. SAYRIS 13.
For all of you who are wondering what the hell we're talking about, here goes. All right, it's back on top now. That was great, though. Yeah, just the little thumbnail over there. You know, just lounging in the bathtub with a bottle of
I think I was drinking, if I remember correctly, that was a type of Pilsner that I really, really like. What the hell's the name of that shit now? In the green bottle. Steam Whistle. That's what it's called. Steam Whistle.
One I have not heard of.
It's Canadian.
Okay. It probably partly
Like syrup.
explains it.
Yeah.
Okay. I've had a few like syrup. Let me tell you, the porter that Aaron brought to
I like porter.
the back porch in July. God, that stuff was, syrup,
Tasty,
amazing.
Right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if Aaron's drinking it, it's got to be good. It's absolutely got to be good. And you know, with an ABV of 17%, it wasn't bad either.
You drink enough of Aaron's beer, you have to be careful if you're a smoker. The next time you light your cigarette, your breath might catch fire.
Oh, that's the amazing thing. And well, that actually surprised me a little bit. In July, I discovered that Aaron partook of the occasional cigar. I did not know that he smoked anything at all.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on, Dana, before you continue. What are you drinking, Zach? Oh, okay.
I know what he's drinking.
He's got
Zach.
It's beer, but it's got root in front of it.
Yep.
Dude, you got to go with Barks, man.
Why?
I like Barks, but A&W is good too. I like them all.
IBC is the best.
I had some IBC, but I drank it all.
Does anybody know about a root beer called Dad's?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I've heard of it. I've never drank it before.
Do you know if it's still around? I haven't looked or anything.
We can get it here in Canada. They have it at every time I go into a Chevron station, it's always over there.
Okay.
There's one root beer that I love. It's called Stewart's.
Oh yes,
Stewart's
yes,
is really
yes.
good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And they have the
lime soda and their orange soda that tastes like a creamsicle.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
And they have the best spicy ginger ale in the entire world.
Yeah, that's good
Except
too.
maybe Blenheim. Blenheim's spicy ginger ale is really freaking good. You can only get it. I think you can only get it in the Carolinas because it's made in Blenheim, North Carolina. But their spicy ginger ale will blow your freaking nose off, man.
Well, I can't do anything spicy, so that's out for me.
Okay.
It's not spicy in that respect. It's like when you think of cinnamon, it's also a spice, right? So
yeah, true. I forgot about that.
But the thing is, you're getting old when you remember when Werner's was good. I don't know if anybody knows Werner's ginger ale. It used to be a lot like Stewart's is. And
no,
then,
it's kind of dry.
Oh yeah, I remember that stuff.
Werner's is like more ginger than it is anything. It's like really fucking strong. Because I could only drink like a glass that's like maybe the size of this can, and that's about all I could tolerate of Werner's.
Okay,
at one time.
I grew up on that stuff.
It's really good if you have a stomach ache, though.
Yep.
I think ginger ale is for the most part.
Yeah, but like the stronger it is.
Yeah, the more ginger in it, apparently, the better it works on you for easing that stomach pain.
Well, I remember a period of about 3 or 4 days where it was a very large percentage of my diet. Liquid meals in the intensive care unit. That's always shitloads of fun. Can of ginger ale, a bowl of soup. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else that went along with that.
Yep, the chicken soup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But my mom always used to make it with matzo balls. Yeah.
Oh my!
I
Oh my!
love
Yum
matzo.
yum yum
I love
yum.
matzo balls.
Yes.
Matzo balls are so goddamn good.
I know they are. That's the one thing I'm gonna miss when my my Aunt Marlene finally passes away. Her matzo balls, they're the size of baseballs.
Okay. Yeah.
And they've got that nice pillowy soft outside, but towards the center they've got that nice chewiness. And that's the
Dude, you
perfect matzo ball.
just learn how to make them.
I don't want to learn how to make them. Fuck cooking.
Oh.
I have people for that. Like Lay's.
I tell you, it's going back on the recipes. I mean, the stuff my babka made, and then when I'm making that stuff, that's a route to the memories and an appreciation of what that woman was. And I miss her terribly. She died in 1986. But every time I bake a batch of bread, anytime I'm making the chicken paprikash, I'm thinking of her. Better parent to me than her son and daughter-in-law ever were.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I feel whenever I make my mom's dressing, like her Thanksgiving dressing. It was just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Because like a lot of people go way over the top of dressing and put a bunch of crazy shit in it. And we don't. We put fucking celery, onion, turkey broth, chicken broth, and breadcrumbs, salt and pepper. That's it.
No bourbon.
It's just nope. It's just very simple, very fucking filling and good. You put that good gravy on top of it. It's all right.
It's been a very, very long time since I've stuffed a bird with any bread-based stuffing. Usually now I'll stuff a chicken or a turkey with garlic. Like this week, I have to do an episode of The Transgendered Chef where I'll brine and roast a turkey because, it's coming up on the holidays. Here's a how-to, and here's how this crazy lady sticks like a dozen heads of garlic into a turkey and roasts the son of a bitch. And you know what? It's not overpowering. Really, it's not. But, oh, God, the house smells so wonderful.
I bet.
It really is it is a pleasing aroma, at least to me.
Yeah,
You're making me smell it right now, actually. So I'm just going to wipe the rule.
I don't normally cook turkey, but when I cook a chicken, if I roast a chicken, I'll actually loosen the skin up and melt softened butter in between the skin of the chicken with salt absolutely. And pepper in it.
Yes.
And then I'll actually stuff thyme and some sage leaves in there. And then I fill the turkey carcass, like the inside. I meant turkey, the chicken carcass, the inside of it with lemons and like whole celery leaves and like whole onion.
Yes, absolutely. And it really does work. And I like what Purple has to say here. The bourbon goes into the cook. With any luck, he'll get more sauced than the bird. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just beginning to be able to drink bourbon again. I had a learned aversion to bourbon for years. I don't know how many have heard the story. It's a short one. I had gone to
Thanks
a Mensa.
For coming, everybody. Oh, sorry.
I had gone to a Mensa meeting, a restaurant meeting on a Saturday, and before I went, I head waxed my motor vehicle. And you have the turtle wax aroma and fumes and that stuff. It was getting to me a little bit, but then after a little while, it all went away and everything was fine. It's okay, fine. So I went on to the restaurant and ordered a Manhattan. Couple sips of that Manhattan, and I was into the crapper throwing up.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it was, I think, whatever was left of the turtle wax on top of the Manhattan. And for years after that, I just could not drink bourbon. But it's slowly coming back to where I actually can drink a little bourbon anymore. This episode with the Manhattan was, oh Christ, 40 years ago, 79.
Wow.
Wow. I don't drink liquor as a general habit because I'm allergic to liquor.
Okay.
I break out in handcuffs.
Okay.
If you want to see the Duke of Albanese, just grab a pull, a fucking pull ball and smack somebody upside their head with it 4 or 5 times. Let me do a few shots and have somebody say the wrong fucking thing. So I just avoid it like the fucking plague.
You're gonna have to drink with me. I'll keep you under wraps.
He'll
Literally.
He'll poke your eye out.
Yeah, I know, right?
I wouldn't go that severe with Duke.
Well, why not? Aren't you a doctor? You can just put it back in yourself.
Oh my god, it's the best thing I've heard today. So fun.
You know, the thing with with the eye, though, the poking the eye out. Back to the film Christmas Story with the you'll poke your eye out, eye out. Yesterday or the day before, I forget which, I was in the local Walmart, and what did I see but the 40th anniversary Daisy Red Ryder rifle?
Really? An actual rifle?
Yeah.
That's awesome. 40th anniversary?
That's what they said. It must be since the film.
It has to be because they've been making that damn thing forever.
Well, the Red Ryder's been around since, 1940 or something like that.
Earlier, like 32 or 3, I think, pretty much. Somebody could probably Google that.
Yeah, it's, let me look it up. And
that was one of the only toys from back then. Like the days of the Little Rascals. You either had a little shotgun or you're booting a fucking hoop with a stick down the road,
Yeah, maybe I'm all full of shit here. Whoops, I spelled that wrong here. But it was an anniversary of some sort.
One of these days, Diana, I'm going to call the police for abuse.
I joked earlier that Diana uses a modified typewriter.
Okay. This is what I'm thinking. Not the 40th anniversary, 75th anniversary.
That makes more sense.
1940 to 2015.
Jesus.
Okay. All right. I got you.
I was going to make the joke that Diana's typewriter is a like a fucking dinosaur smacking its face against the keys to make it work, like from the Flintstones.
Well, that's what I said earlier. Does your keyboard say "Made in Bedrock" on the back?
I actually did learn to type on a couple of dinosaurs. I learned to type on manual, Underwood, and what was the other one? Royal typewriters.
Who the hell's Manuel Underwood? Or Manuel Underwood, I guess.
No, they won't talk about that, Neil. Like I had a restraining order, I guess.
Yeah, there you
go. Beautiful. See, Duke, I missed you, man. Fuck.
I was never good enough at it to jam the damned type bars like some of the kids in the typing class were. But yeah, it was.
Oh, jam them where they all get stuck?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
When you were typing too. Okay, you're typing too quickly for the bars to work, and yeah.
Well, I had fat finger syndrome, so.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I had. I never did learn to touch type. I always did the hunt and peck sort of thing. I still do.
I do, but I use like 6 fingers now.
Okay.
But I know the layout of the keyboard now, but it only took 30 years, but that's okay.
Like I learned to type on a regular, just I guess modern computer, but the first real typing that I did was on a actual typewriter.
I think we all start there, really, to some degree.
My bestie, Caitlin, whenever she's typing and we're working together, it's like fucking Clark Kent or the goddamn Daily Bugle, man. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? How do you how do you fucking do that shit?
I don't
But
even
then,
see your fingers moving.
It's like a fucking blur.
And she's like turning her head, like looking at you talking while she's doing this shit. Like,
Yeah.
fucking start that shit.
Like, quit showing off, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, as soon as
Yeah,
she turns to look at you while she's doing that, that's when you hit her with the elbow, so she starts typing all fucked up.
Daily Bugle was,
Sorry.
yeah, Superman was Daily Planet. Was Daily Bugle Spider-Man or?
That's right. That's right. Daily
York
Bugle was
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
I fucked the party. I trust my barber.
Yeah.
Dude throwing wrenches at somebody trying to type fast.
There you go.
If you could dodge the wrench, you could dodge the ball, motherfucker.
That's right. Yeah. That movie's funny as shit.
Oh man, dodgeball.
I can't
That
believe
was-
how many fucking sets of headphones I've been through in the past year. Literally, probably 4. They don't.
What happens? What happens to them?
My klutziness, more or less. I'll
Okay.
get up, forget I got them on. They'll get yanked out, and then suddenly the left ear doesn't work anymore. And I had Sennheisers, and they cost me. Well, I got them on sale, but they were still $180 on sale. And I was sad. I cried the day I couldn't hear out of the left ear on that one.
I bought these.
I don't like that either.
These were on sale for the same 180, and I've had these for 2 or 3 years, and they still work like new. And I beat the shit
Rub it
out of
in.
them. Too.
Why haven't we kicked him out yet? This is like
Rub it in.
I should have fucking booted his ass out of here.
Rub it in, dude. Like, here he is. Here's Neil burying his soul.
rub it in.
He's burying his soul. He's in tears. You're like, fuck you, Neil. I had the same set for
mine
fucking
kick
4
ass.
years. You fucking
No,
cunt.
it's not.
Ass.
It's not the same set. It's Beats.
Is
They're
it
not
Beats?
They're
Oh.
Beats, not Sennheisers.
Yeah. Beats are good, decent headphones. I just got some Sonys that are like, these are like $40 or whatever, so they'll hold over until I actually get my good pair of gaming headphones. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, and then
Two
Tony
suggestions,
uses
Neil.
earbudzy phone in the gutter.
Either a
I hate
Bluetooth
earbuds.
set of headphones. You need Bluetooth,
I
cordless,
should go Bluetooth.
or they do make a connection like a magnetic clip. It actually has the headphone jack in one end, and then
Really?
another male headphone jack, so it plugs in. But connecting in between is a little magnetic little clip. So if you do walk away and you yank out, it just pops right off.
Yeah, that's what I had another pair just like that. And oftentimes the thing was popping out of the ear because I'm an idiot, right? And getting up all the time. I got to pee. I'm watching something. I'll leave my headphones on and your head gets jerked suddenly and then the earphones get pulled out. But unfortunately, with that set, that was the last one that I had before I had to get these ones. When they were on the floor and I didn't see them. I was still kind of really drunk one night and I had my shoes on. I was lying in bed watching some shit on my tablet.
Set your feet down, crunch.
Yeah, I set my foot down and literally crushed the right one. I'm like, oh, finally, a right issue, not a left issue. Yeah,
That's the spirit.
I had to go and get these ones.
Well, I explicitly bought this headset because it was Bluetooth capable. I cannot get any of my systems to recognize the Bluetooth. It's hit or miss at
Might
best.
be different versions.
True.
I don't know. It's on neither Linux system is consistent with the Bluetooth. and wind blows, will not see it at all. It's like, what the hell is going on here?
I've had no issues with the Bluetooth on this, anyways. Whenever I use a Bluetooth type thing on this machine, it generally recognizes it. Like my phone is directly linked through Bluetooth onto my Alienware here, and I can now when my phone rings, it shows up on the screen, and I can actually answer it right here, and I don't even have to pick up my phone. So it's great.
I used to use a headset that went behind my neck for that. Because it was super easy, and it was back when I worked in apartment maintenance, so like I had a different ringtone for every person, so I knew who was calling me and whether or not I needed to answer it.
I would have made
Okay.
it's the cheap
Like,
ass,
if you're up on
the asshole,
dude, if you're up to your elbows underneath a fucking sink trying to fix a fucking leak, you know what I mean? You want to know whether or not it's your boss calling you or just some leasing consultant or whatever.
of course.
But yeah, I loved it because I could just reach up and touch it on the neck and answer the phone and continue working and talk to them at the same time.
Yeah, it works.
I gotta get another pair. That's my favorite thing in the world. Besides
Purple.
pussy.
This is great. Hang on. Sorry, dude. So you have one right one and one left. Just cut them in half and glue the working ones together. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just noticed that, Purple. Sorry. I'm too busy enjoying my poppables.
You know what
If
I've
I can-
discovered? Like Lay's makes a version of Pringles. It's like Pringles, but it's Lay's. And they're considerably better than Pringles.
I know. I disagree.
I think they are, man. I was like, wow, they're crunchier and tastier and better.
Well, yeah, you're entitled to your opinion.
And you're entitled to be wrong. It's fine.
I'm entitled to be wrong, but in this case, I'm not. They're called stacks, by the way. Lay's stacks.
Oh. Do you have some within arm's reach?
No, I don't. I'm still eating the poppables.
I may
Well,
actually
that's
have
the
to
first.
look. Okay, then I may actually have to look for that, and if I can find a bag of them, maybe.
The stacks are good. I find them to be almost identical, really.
I don't know. I just thought they were slightly better because they're less expensive. At least when I bought them, they were a little bit less expensive.
They are.
And I got the barbecue ones, and they were delicious.
Yeah, here in Canada, they're only $19.
Oh, is that all?
I'm kidding.
I know, but yeah. The amazing thing is, I don't buy very much of the snack food or the crap food or whatever they call it because $5 a bag for potato chips or it's like what?
Well, these were on sale. We could get 3 for $7, so I bought 3.
Okay, then.
Well, I don't normally buy like snack foods much either, but one of my really good friends I was working with was just coughing her brains out, and I wanted to get her some Ricola to help her, but the store, you have to have $5 at least in order to use your debit card. So I just walked around picking random
they still
shit.
do that to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are those
Yeah,
places
any
that do
amount.
that.
So I just ended up with a can full of stacks, and they were fucking delicious.
Hey, when you're hungry, anything's delicious. Okay.
Oh wow!
Zach, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why don't you show us your new guitar there? Because those fucking things are badass.
I did earlier.
Did you get your BC Rich?
Did you? Yeah, he's got. Was it not the Warlock, the War Monster or something like that?
War Beast.
War Beast. War Monster. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. I love the
Dude,
headstock
that's
on those fuckers.
fucking dope, man.
It looks like that looks like the arse.
Plant.
Yeah, that looks like the arse end of an earwig.
Yeah, and they don't go in your ear, people. By the way, just so you know. And there are over, what is it? There's like 400 species of these things.
Something like
Oh,
that.
that thing's pretty. Look at that. It's even got the hot
is
pink,
gorgeous.
like the glam rock era. That's which was what
No,
made
it's-
this thing famous.
It's red, but it just looks pink on because of
whatever.
lighting.
Red,
It's red,
pink.
Neil.
All right, okay.
I mean, I
Get
really
it
don't
together, Neil.
care. I wouldn't care if it was pink.
Oh, I wouldn't either. Pink's fine.
Real
Yeah,
metal
and then
has
it's got
rock
the-
pink.
Exactly.
And then
Real
it's got
metal lick. I mean, would I say lick? All right, Neil. Time to stop drinking beer.
and then it's
If
got
you're not
the
licking pink, you need to
diamond.
put your glasses on.
diamond fret
All right, fine.
markers.
If
I
have
still think you need to get a. I still think you need to get a Jackson Dinky, man. An HSH Jackson Dinky.
Oh my! So Neil is
wanted to do
officially
that.
old.
I've always wanted to do that. Excuse me. You know,
There you are.
What do you mean I'm old? What are you talking about? You like a whippersnapper? Pull up my pants here. I'm gonna drop you like a 3-foot putt.
Okay, what you've got the trousers with the empire waist? Is that it?
Exactly. Let me get my wallet.
Come up to about here.
Yeah, and the belt pulled extra tight, kind of like the fucking Sinbad Junior cartoons or whatever.
Oh, for the love of sake, Gulick. But that was the whole thing with the. I was going to say poppers, but no, that's something else. The poppables, the junk food. I can't do because I'm trying to lose weight. Remember, kids.
That's okay. I'll eat them for you.
Okay, I've hit a wall at 220, and I've got to figure out how to get below that because I would like to get to Faithless Forum at 180. We will see. We will see. Because I remember 180, and I liked it.
There's always liposuction.
I wish.
No, you
Did you
don't.
ever hear that band? You ever heard that band Da Vinci's Notebook?
Yes.
They did that song Liposuction.
Yes.
That's a fantastic fucking song.
That's actually what I instantly thought of when I said the word. So, Da Vinci's Notebook. Are they even still doing anything? Probably
I
not.
don't know, but they should be because they're brilliant.
What the fuck? They probably. The last I heard from them was probably late '90s.
Yeah. The song "Enormous Penis" is one of the funniest fucking songs ever fucking
Great.
written.
What?
I'm gonna fucking say that. Oh my god! Get out of my head!
I think they're called Paul and Storm now.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Are
Are you familiar with the Bob and Tom show?
Yeah, they were on the Bob and Tom show. That's how I learned about them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it used to be called Da Vinci's Notebook, but now they're just Paul and Storm.
Oh, okay. I remember the CD coming, or CDs coming in when I worked in the record industry.
Liposuction. What was it? The doctor's bill may vex you, but it sure beats anorexia.
It sure beats anorexia. Yeah, that's a great tune. Fuck. See, Duke, now you're making me feel old too. Because these are like 90s tunes, man. Fuck. And that was like 100 years ago.
The other day, yesterday I was driving to go meet my friends, and I was listening to Adam and the Ants, Kings of the Wild Frontier, the entire way.
Really?
It's a great fucking record.
I had the CD with Stand and Deliver and Ant Music and shit.
Yeah.
In the car. Stand and deliver your money or your life.
Yeah. Unplug the jukebox and do us all a favor.
That music's lost its taste, so try another flavor. Ant music. Ant music.
What about Jolly Roger, man? Like in days of old when ships were full, just like the men who sailed them, and if they showed us disrespect, we tied them up, blow them.
Yeah. Great shit, man.
That's a great record, dude.
I used to walk around with the white stripe across my face.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
People be like, what the fuck is he doing? Nobody had ever heard of him. So at that point, not until the later on when they actually did the stuff that people got on the radio and stuff.
Goody Two Shoes.
Yeah, Goody Two Shoes. Yeah. Goody Two Shoes.
Dude,
You'd
he's
think I was
using
fucking
2 drummers.
Insane if you saw my playlist.
I got a pretty interesting one too. Grandpa, what are these CDs you're talking about? CDs spelled SEDYS. Well, you know, back in my day, we had these things that were called CDs, which was actually short for compact disc.
Kids had discipline, god damn it.
Yep. They knew not to touch your goddamn CDs. Even their fucking chocolate-ridden fingerprints all over them.
Oh my! I just looked at the side chat. Hi, Don. Been a while.
Don. Oh, yeah, Don. Oh, he popped in. What's going on, Don? Neil's around my age. I think, no, I'm older than you, buddy. Probably by like 6 years or something. Tony,
Wow,
is closer to my age.
It's a lifetime.
I know,
6
it
years.
is. It is a lifetime if you're like, a bat.
Wait a minute. You're older than I thought you were. I thought you were around 50.
Me, I'm 53.
Okay, so you are a little bit older than I thought. Okay.
Tony's 50.
Dye your beard. Dye your beard and you're 28, dude.
What's that?
Dye your beard and you look 28.
You're right. When I do color stuff, when I used to, people never put me over like 35. And that was when I was in my mid 40s. So,
dude,
that's what happens when I shave.
If I like pink, like
if I shave,
pink
I'm
goatee.
12. I swear to God, I'm 12 years old.
If I shave my beard off, people are like, "Holy shit, you look so young." I'm like, "Fuck you."
Really? I thought, like, holy shit, who the hell's this guy? Because I wouldn't recognize you.
Well, everybody takes me for 50 and I don't do anything. Nah. Still doesn't get me any dates.
2 words for you. Here's one of them.
Wait a minute. Okay.
2 words.
Zach, what are you doing over there?
What are you talking about?
Zach, what you doing over there? You set your guitar up?
Yeah, I'm just screwing around.
Yeah.
He's about to
Play something for us. Play something for us.
Nah, I don't have that much confidence.
Dude, do it.
Demo.
No.
Oh, man.
You don't have that much confidence. You have your own fucking YouTube channel. You do side
Okay, did you
and shit. And
If you play something, I'll play something.
have you seen the birthday channel the birthday stream that I did for my channel?
No.
I don't think I have.
Okay, that I said on there, and I said on there, and I still hold to this. I do not have that high of self-esteem per se of my videos. Like, I don't think very highly of my videos at all.
Why? They're great.
Why?
I just don't think I.
That's why
make
they're great.
good content.
No, that's why they're fucking
Like
great.
good-
is because
like good
he's
subjects,
his
I
own worst
mean.
critic.
I've
And he's the
heard
one
people
making the
say
shit.
they enjoy your shit.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, me personally, I don't think very highly of my videos, to be
All right,
honest.
Dude, you
and
got
if
one of the
I
best
are
vocal fries I've
driving
heard in a
down
long
there
time.
And I'm bitch slapping your
As
ass.
long as you're not making them for you, we're doing all right. Because
Well,
everybody
yeah.
that you are making the videos for likes them, and it's glad the person that doesn't like them, that's not who you're making them for. So you're doing great. We like them. You
That's what
don't,
matters.
but just keep making the shit you don't like, and
Stop
we'll be
trying
all
to
good.
drink me with your rupee.
Dude, you
It's
got
not
one of the
really-
best vocal
it's not
fries
really
I've
that I
ever
don't-
heard.
It's not really that I don't like them. It's just the fact that I don't think that they're good enough. Like, I think that they could be better.
No, keep that up. I mean, that doesn't mean that they're shit. That means you have a very high standard, and as long as you're shooting for the fucking moon and they're just like not quite up to par, that's still an excellent status, because you're never going to hit that perfect. Maybe sometime, but as long as you're shooting for that perfect, if you shoot for what you're getting, you might undershoot him. You might turn out some crap. So keep fucking doing what you're doing, man, and you're going to keep rocking out some shit.
And having that attitude will only enable you to improve as well.
Yep.
If you think that you're not good enough, then you'll just keep improving until one day you're going to watch one of your videos and go, That's pretty fucking good. So that'll happen. And I was the same way when I started out. And I'll admit it, back in the day when I first started doing these, well, Diana, you were one of my first. Diana
yes, I was a very early interviewee.
And I hadn't quite gotten the hang of where I was going to do or what I was going to ask, that kind of thing. But we had great conversations. But over the years, I've stuck to certain specific questions that I really like asking and finding out from people. And I've kind of gone with that. And I think as time goes on, I just get better at it. So,
well, I mean,
yes, absolutely.
Neil, your channel and mine are pretty much the same age. You're just about a month older than mine.
I think so. Yeah, you came along. I think. Yeah. You're right. About a month. So.
Now wait, I'm trying to remember, hon. Did you start your channel after I started mine?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd already. I'd seen some of your stuff before I started up mine. Because don't forget, I didn't do mine until what was it, 2017 in the summertime. So. Okay,
in the good old summertime. There we are.
Yeah, you guys think about it. I've known you guys for a while now.
Yeah, it's getting there, and this is those old friendships that last throughout the years and all that shit and everything. What am I talking about?
We've lost
the best laid plans of mice and men. Fuck ever.
The lost friendships are what saddens me. I mean, I won't go into too much detail because it's all the drama and all that bullshit.
We don't need to bring that up.
Yeah, anytime you lose a friendship, it's not fun. I remember when Trump first got elected, I lost a couple friends that way, and
Don says
I'm curious. Is Zach blowing his guitar?
Hey, well, don't blame him. It's a beautiful guitar. He's making up he's getting to know its curves and its features.
He's not going to play for us, but he's going to let us watch him have sex with it.
Yes.
It does have a purdy head on it.
I mean, the guitar is quite horny.
I see what
Nice.
He's learning the dad humor early. That's great.
No, I've been doing it for a little while.
All right. Fair
like
enough.
6 months.
I'm glad I rubbed off on you to some degree.
No, more like a couple of years.
That could be misconstrued. The hell's Neil doing rubbing off on that poor kid over there?
Stop rubbing off on the kids, Neil.
Yeah, I know. I'm not allowed.
Gets you in a lot of trouble these days.
Well, not if you're a priest.
This gentleman here, he won't stop. No, never mind.
Hey, you're not going to get in trouble as long as you're part of the Catholic Church.
Oh!
Oh boy!
Hey,
There goes Neil rubbing off on people again.
That is not child fucking. It's homosexuality.
I saw something from Catholic Answers.
I think Warlord Pliskin got bored of us.
No, earlier today I saw something from Catholic Answers about thank you birth control pill for promoting infidelity and all this other bullshit and everything. I just wished I could reach through the line and strangle those pieces of crap.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to pick them back up again. I mean, that's how my career got started, was replying to them, and it looks like they're begging for it again, guys.
Don, you should stop staying away for so fucking long and get your ass back into the game, my friend. All the bad seeds have been weeded out. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, come on. You know what? Sweetness.
You're not a bad seed, Duke.
You got to come on. You got to come on my show again, honey. And let's just.
You have to now. She called you honey.
Yeah, you're in trouble now, hon. God, you've been away for over a year and a half. That's
pretty close. Yeah.
Come on back, Sweetness.
Well, he's had his daughter, so he's been really involved with his daughter, and I mean, I got to meet her, But yeah, I can't blame him. I would be the same way. And you know, yeah,
Family first.
Yeah. Plus, there was some drama way back in the day too. So
Yes, there was, but you know, no need to drag that back out.
no,
Was some drama?
he's gone too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Or there,
We no longer break bread.
you roboted, bud.
Yeah, hun,
I said
come on back.
we no longer break bread with those people.
Yeah, no, not even close. I'm actually blocked by Snarky now. You know that?
So am I.
Blocked by all of them. I wear my blocks like a goddamn badge. I don't even fucking care.
Maddie doesn't block me.
Snarky
I'm meaner
blocked
than
me,
shit.
a few months ago, and her husband has been on and off with blocking me, and I don't even give a shit anymore.
Yeah, I don't care either. Let them do what
Both
they need.
Maddie and Snarky had blocked me during that whole crazy mass blocking thing.
Yep.
Then they unblocked a bunch of people, and I have managed to not be blocked since. I've actually had a little bit of discourse with Snarky. You know, it's very sporadic here and there, but actually managed to have short comments with her and managed to not get blocked. So, I mean,
That's good
I
news.
don't know if that makes me special or I'm just one of the lucky ones, I suppose, but I don't know what the hell you would do, Neil, to get blocked, but...
Did you do the same thing I did, Neil?
I was there with Steven. That's why.
Okay. Because I got blocked because I took a public stand for Rachel in her support.
Okay.
I got blocked because I'm an asshole. Just gonna put that out there. I got blocked because I'm a jerk. And I don't give a shit about fucking being nice when I don't think people deserve for me to be nice to them.
You're a jerk and I make everybody feel old.
90% of Duke's criminal record started off with the phrase, "Now let me tell you something."
That's right.
Hey, Duke, you're the jerk and I'm the one who makes everybody feel old.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, you know, we have to have a little talk, BBA, with the that whole new terms of service and everything else. We were talking earlier with Purple and friends. Do I remember you being under 18, BBA?
Well, I was, but I'm 18 now.
Oh, so you're out of that range. Because, yeah, there was that whole thing that YouTube is doing with, what do they call that? Protection, whatever the fuck it is.
Why? They got YouTube Kids. They don't even need to do that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. And
I'm confused. I'm just straight up confused.
Yeah, it's...
like what you're talking about.
Are there YouTubers who... You know, young YouTubers who are not even going to be able to watch the stuff they put out. We now have to indicate our videos are made for kids or not made for kids.
I know what you're talking about now.
That BS, and it's unnecessary.
It is. But...
Well, I have a feeling, and I have a feeling that Sunday is going to be talking about this. YouTube may be suffering its death throes at this point, and they may have shot themselves.
Yep.
I mean, I can hop in if you want. And I can throw my 2 cents in there as
beautiful.
As a younger person.
Absolutely,
or a younger YouTuber, I should say.
Love to have you. Let me write that down. Who else wants in?
I'm going to be out and about.
When is it? When is it? Oh, this coming Sunday? I'll do it.
Sunday at noon.
I'm off. I'll be
fine.
At noon Eastern?
Perfect.
Noon Eastern, right?
Noon Eastern, yes.
Okay.
You're Eastern as well, right?
Yeah, I was making sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 4 a.m. here for me. I'm kidding.
And I got to add in, Duke, you're not a jerk.
Yeah.
Now, you would probably say no. I'm a fucking dick. They're like you've got this. No, jerks are irrational. Jerks are just they're callous and they're full of vitriol. You take people's shit.
Perfect.
And the shit
And make a
that
comedy
people
skit
would
out of
just
it.
shit that people would just normally know that's just them, or shit that's like, oh, they don't want to fucking talk about it, and you serve it right back under their fucking nose on a silver fucking dish. And if that's a jerk, I'm not going to put it in a bad category.
Hey, I have to say right quick. Apparently, Matthew just popped in the chat. Matthew, get in here. We need to have a battle of the guitars.
Yeah, fuck you, Matthew. Showing up when I'm.
Hey, Matthew. Hi.
Soon. You missed the whole Anthony Magnabosco chat. I don't believe it.
He's such a sweetie. Anyway.
No, Matthew's great. I'm in an airport.
Oh, damn.
So they don't allow guitars in airports. Oh, he probably
Hey, put out a
See, he's always sitting on his guitar when he's in my chat, fucking going like a fucking Eddie Van Halen wannabe or something. You know, he's not too long for this world, eh, Eddie?
Guitars usually don't fit well on a carry-on, so he probably already had to check that bag.
My guitar is my carry-on.
Hey,
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Oh, go ahead.
I'm on Twitter too.
I was gonna say,
Hey, me too.
I better not travel with this guitar because I'm getting a coffin case for it, so I might have a few questions asked.
Sweet. I'm sorry, officer. I'm bringing my guitar to its final resting place. Okay. I used to have water. It was
and Tim Bruggencate put out a meme.
Oh,
it's too long. Yeah, that's what she said.
There are many gods, and there's him, and it says Psalms 96:5, which I guess proves that there are not many gods somehow. I'm not sure. So my response was, there are no gods, and the Bible is a lie.
there you go.
Because fuck you, Tim Bruggencate, you fucking cunt.
That's a claim. You have to back that up.
The one I really liked though was when Cy was in San Diego, and he and Kate had it out. He actually turned the microphone off on her.
What?
Yep.
Snap.
That's not how you do it.
I know. She was pissed. Oh, she was pissed.
Taking it a bit far.
Let me look and see if we can drag this one up.
Hey, Klaus. Nice to see you, brother.
My favorite is when Tim Bruggencate tried to approach Penn Jillette. And he was talking to Penn Jillette.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was talking to Penn Jillette. Penn Jillette was like, "Oh yeah, I hear you, man." He got his car left. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, man.
Hey, when we were talking about the YouTube thing, I just got just saw the email for it.
Here we are.
Oh, yeah. Whole YouTube crap.
Yeah.
Copy link location. And I know we're in here somewhere. There we are. Here is for you the video. In case anybody wants to see how that one went. Yeah, where Cy definitely lost the argument. He admitted it by turning the mic off. What the hell?
Sorry.
I know what I want for Christmas, but there ain't no chance I'm ever getting that.
You've already got your tooth in the teeth.
You know, Dana, seriously, how long now has it been since you've been crushing on that?
I wasn't exactly talking about that, but yeah, it's. Oh Christ! It's.
Wait, well then, what the fuck were you talking about? Because I instantly go to that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Every time you say what I want for Christmas, I instantly thought, oh, he wants, Kate. So,
I know that's not going anywhere.
oh, okay.
I'm realistic. Really, I am.
Matthew
But a woman can
Randall.
dream.
But how long have we known each other? Oh my, that's it's not that long actually. Year and a half.
Yeah,
Not quite 2 years.
So Matthew Randall wants to know if I've discussed Sassy going back to Christianity or back to theism.
That has not been a discussion.
No, it was in a couple other videos, but because it's sort of now it's kind of like old news kind of thing. But yeah, I'll honestly say I was shocked. It's very rare when somebody finds their way free of that sort of thing that they go back. I believe in Sassy's case that she was going through some self issues. She didn't feel good enough or pretty enough, or because I've been sort of following along with her, and every time she wasn't getting the sort of I guess she's tried a couple of dates and they didn't go well, so she had some self-doubting going on, and I think that sort of triggered that because she started listening to the gospel-y kind of music again, and she had a chat with one of her aunts or something that's still a believer, and I think that sort of triggered that. And I had a conversation with her messenger. I'm not going to go into it too much, but she told me why that she'd done it, and a lot of what I was figuring was quite true. But I ended up with my final word was, well, Sassy, like many people had told her, you do you, but I really, really hope that you find your way free from this again at some point.
I am totally not surprised. Not that I was expecting it, but my take on that is Sassy deals with a lot of insecurities.
Yes, she does.
And she struggles a lot. She has this inner turmoil that's just constantly bubbling, constantly. And she had a moment of clarity. And there is a lot of vitriol. There is a lot of just coarseness that just spews in and out through social media. And the one solid thing she had was God. And
well, she thinks that.
From her perspective, that's the one solid thing that gave her comfort. That was never changing. That was always just there for her, to please her, to give her purpose and consolement. And when she got rid of that and she sought to us, now she found many, many beautiful, solid people in our community, but it wasn't quite enough. And she has a lot of.
We weren't there with her.
You know what? Fuck it. I will fight somebody over fucking Sassy. I don't care what the fuck she believes. She could start some flat earth bullshit, I will fucking slap a bitch for getting wrong with Sassy, because she is a beautiful fucking person, and
she's just a kid,
and she will find her way. She just deals with a lot of insecurities, and she will find her path, and the people that love her will be by her side, and the people that don't will disappear into the fucking bushes, just like it always does, and we've all seen that.
It's like I asked her, how exactly did God help you the first time around? And why do you think that it's going to help you now?
Yeah. The best thing we can do is be there for her, because this is just another phase. We've all been through that back and forth, maybe not quite to her extent, but we've all had that turmoil. You know, we've all had that doubt, the doubting the doubt, we don't know what the fuck's happening.
Well, you can't say all, because I've never doubted the doubt.
No, I'm rather happy that I've not been one back and forth. That I love to say that I gave up Roman Catholicism for Lent 45 years ago, and I haven't looked back. And I mean, it's to me, it was liberating.
My deconversion story. I was about 16, and I said, "Well, this is some bullshit," and I haven't gone back. I'm not talking about that back and forth turmoil, and I put in that disclaimer, maybe not to her extent, but you've always had the question. You've always had that. I don't really know. Nobody can really know. But
I got you.
She
okay. I get where. Yeah. Okay.
She really suffers from that doubt, and she has doubt so much that it's permeated every single ounce of her being. that she doubts herself. She doubts her social, everything. She's not solid in much. So when she gets presented with something that is solid, she turns her back on it. And then she experiences a lot of turmoil in social media. And she's like, I need something solid, and it's not me. Of course she's gonna go back to it. So all we can do is be the rock that she knows we always are. Is that just somebody that cares about her no matter what? And that's what I am to her. Her birthday was yesterday. I wished her happy birthday. Fucking A. I don't care what the hell you believe, Sassy. You're fucking awesome.
Okay.
And she'll turn around.
I'm being freaked out by someone in the chat already because I've been sort of watching. I've not seen Albrecht in my chats before. At least I've not noticed anyways, but sometimes I get quite wrapped up in my discussions. And Albrecht is saying he'd really like to talk about their deconversion with me. And as I was reading through some of Albrecht's comments, I was like, shit, I'd like to talk to that guy. So that's kind of a weird thing that just happened there.
Yeah, I've seen Albrecht around a couple of times, and seems to be an interesting character. So he might be
worthwhile. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you on Twitter? And also, Don, I'm sorry, but this is the comment I'm going to comment on right now. Community is not really a community. I disagree. You learned that, and I learned the opposite when I got actually involved with people in the community. It's not that we think we're right. Okay, we are always trying to be better. At least I am. Always self-improvement is the number one thing on my slate all the time. But yeah, dude, we are a community.
Right? The community is,
You had a bad experience, and you're reeling from that still. And go ahead, Duke.
No, the community has been solid from day one. There have been people in the community that have been cancerous. There have been people in the community that are not desirable. But that doesn't change the fact that the majority of us are still fucking solid and strong and good with one another.
Yep.
And we treat each other with respect. Like, I feel like there's no less community. Like, I can pop into here after not having been here for like God knows how long, and it's like sliding into a warm bath, So no, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, you come in here, Duke, and it's like we talked yesterday.
In any community, you're going to have vitriolic people.
You're going to have assholes, and you're going to have people that are looking to find some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You have people that are trying to find some semblance of
reach into that Duke dictionary.
There you go.
The Duke dictionary. The
Duke-tionary.
The dictionary is closed.
I like that. That's
you have people that you're going to have people that are trying to find attention. They're trying to find, some level of being heard. It's always there's no community, no matter how fucking hard you look, that's ever going to be 100% clean, where everybody gets along all the time. There's always going to be people that are toxic, and those people are just fucking toxic. You just have to recognize it and realize and step away from it and go your own route.
Albrecht,
Neil meant he didn't creep me out. Found it kind
he meant that in a good way, I know.
Yeah.
There's always the community of you. You better understand you. You better be comfortable with you.
You can't be good with anyone else.
And those who accept that are what we consider to be community.
I'm grabbing another beer because I got to wrap this up pretty soon, though, guys. So, because I must have chips, and I still haven't eaten dinner yet because I had to start this at 3:00, and I literally got home at about 2:15. So I still have to shower. I still have to eat.
Well, do like I do and just bring your dinner on stream.
No. Well, that's why I've been eating the chips to tide me over till I could actually go out there and grab my. I'm going to warm up some pizza from yesterday. So just give me. I'm going to grab.
Yum.
My little cooler is out of beer now, so I need grab one from the fridge.
You've got me thinking.
Dude, a shot.
You just can't do that on live stream.
Ow!
You've got me thinking now, Neil, because I'm going to have to order a freaking pizza and then let it sit in the refrigerator, because there's nothing in the world quite like cold anchovy pizza for breakfast.
That's
okay.
hardcore.
Yeah, it's good shit. My uncle and I used to have that for breakfast before going fishing. God, that was some fun stuff. Because we'd have the cold anchovy pizza at about 4 a.m, and get out in the lake with his boat. And before we went out onto the lake, we would load the boat with a case of beer and a couple boxes. This was a couple boxes of cigars. So here's Frank and me in the boat with the fishing, drinking beer, smoking cigars. I'm 14.
So we come from a different era, Diana.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
When I mowed the first lawn in my backyard, my dad came out. I think about 13 or 14, and he gave me a beer.
Okay.
Just different that right? So.
Yeah, it really was. I cannot say whether it was better or worse, but it was definitely different.
Well, I hope your food's cooked, Don. He says, "Come on over." Like I live down the street. It'll take me about 6 hours to get to you.
Oh, I thought you were
now.
I thought you were closer to him for some reason.
No, about 6 hours. 5.5
Okay.
hours. Well, the way I drive, I could get there in probably 45 minutes, but
Okay.
I drive like Zach does in his video games.
Without crashing into everything.
Yeah, without landing on my roof most of the time.
So he's farther north than I thought he was. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's up there. Otherwise, dude, if you did live like in Burnaby or something, I'd be over at your place in 10 minutes and be like, "Don cooked, I'm out of here." Then go.
Well, with it being close to the end of the night, I got to head out myself. There's shit I got to do. So,
all right.
Pleasure chatting, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for jumping in, IQ.
Yep.
And dude, I don't say it enough, but thank you for everything you do.
Hey, no problem, man.
You're awesome.
Everything I do is a thank you for everything you do. So it's mutual, man.
You're a big sweetie, IQ. Really, you are.
Right back at you, Diana.
You've showed up in some of my side chats, have you not? I thought so.
Of course.
Oh yeah, many.
Yeah, I thought so.
He's everywhere. He's omnipotent. He's the real God, you guys.
He's here. He's there. He's
Just
everywhere. Chicken man.
Chicken. Oh yeah. Chicken man.
And I'm thinking of, and I'm working out a way to put a karaoke option in your Discord. There's some bot things I need to square away, but the Discord's been a little quiet, so I'm trying to think of ways to liven that up. And there is nobody, at least in the Discords that I deal with right now, that has a karaoke option. And I know Angie would hop on that like flies.
Oh, would she not ever? Yes, absolutely. The only thing I wonder about, and this may be future discussion, what about copyright issues or BMI and SCAP issues?
That's not a big deal on Discord. YouTube is a big deal because it's live streamed, it's recorded. But as long as you're not recording anything on Discord, and the all the music, that the background music that you're playing is actual karaoke music, I don't see anything that I've looked up so far. There is no issues with it whatsoever. If you want to record it and play it back on YouTube, you might be fucking yourself. But when it comes to just getting together, playing some karaoke music, because there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that is available as karaoke music. It's just background music. and that stuff is already licensed. So, as far as just having a sing along and using the right music, and it's just a show up, sing some songs, listen to it, and that's fucking it, man.
This is funny. This is funny. Only 20 people living in Canada. I'm surprised you don't all live closer. That made my day, Tony. Thanks. And oh, by the way, IQ.
Yeah.
Love the name.
I'm seeing that. There was one thing Tony has been talking about trying to retire off the Discord. It's just because if you would have any idea on exactly the amount and level, we're talking about like level 5,000 shilling. It puts
9,000
what I do on
9,000.
YouTube to shame. The shilling that he does on Discord. There's a bot that they called it Shillbot, and I suggested they change the name to Tony Bot in reverence to our nearly departed friend. And I think he just mentioned it there in the chat with Tony Bot.
Oh yeah, Tony Bot. Yeah.
Yeah, it just automatically shills out everything on Discords.
Dude keeps. I guess he's having issues.
He's not usually quiet.
No, exactly. How shocked was I the other day? Some of you might have seen me post it, but I had Julia Sweeney of Saturday Night Live fame follow me.
Yeah, I saw you say that, and that was, or did I hear you say that? One of the two. And yeah, it was amazing.
I've never had a celebrity of that caliber follow me before. That was pretty fucking amazing. My heart skipped a beat. And she's hysterical, too. But she's an atheist advocate. Many people don't really realize that.
So you are getting a name for yourself. I mean, if Julia Sweeney is following you, you've got something going for yourself.
I'm going to attempt to see if she'll come on the show.
That would be amazing. That would be truly amazing.
I know she's a busy lady. She does lots of engagements where they talk about stuff like humanism and stuff like that. So I'll see if I can work something out, or maybe I'll find out who her agency is and maybe go through them, which would be the proper thing to do. Mm-hmm. Like I did with, Dave Warnick doesn't really have an agency. He has Marnie that does all the stuff for him. And Marnie's actually talking about wanting to, or Marie, sorry, not Marnie, is talking about wanting to possibly come on here too. So,
hey, Tony's got the perfect, perfect thing there. Tell her you'll go on her show if she comes on yours.
Who, what? Who, what?
Tony Design says, tell her you'll go on her show if she comes on yours.
I could, I suppose. She did like, I think, was it her that I saw that did that? A lot of people have liked my pin post about the blood donations. And if I remember correctly, I think I saw her hit a like on that as well. So,
and that's a wonderful rearrangement of the words yours, mine, and show in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Love it.
Mathpig does talk about you in his streams, actually. Probably because he likes you, Purple. But Mathpig's great too, and I'm gonna work out something to have Mathpig on my show as well, because he does some pretty cool stuff on his channel. It's interesting, definitely.
Yeah, Mathpig's definitely cool people.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
It just sucks that he goes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and those are like my family days. So
he's doing that so that he can be part of my audience when I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
No shit.
I'm such an egomaniacal prick.
Hey, I like it. Purple's got the great idea here. How awesome would that be? SNL special musical guest, Neil the 604 Atheist.
Yeah, no.
It's just the word atheist anywhere in Saturday Night Live.
Many of them are. You know that, right?
Oh, of course.
Sarah Silverman.
It's not the person. It's the
Dana
word.
Carvey.
Yeah.
That's the step.
Yeah. I'm sure I
We're
could work with
working on
them
it.
on a really cool sketch to do about that. Actually,
We're fucking working on it. It's getting
Yeah,
normalized.
we are. We're trying our best.
Great steps every day. That's all we're doing.
Especially
Yeah, I just hope we can.
that would be a bucket list for sure. If I could play live on Saturday Night Live, that'd be fucking killer. I've done the radio. I've had my
Is that on
music
your wish
played
list?
on the radio, and I played live on the radio, and that's two things off my bucket list right there. I got to play with a well-known around here anyways, bands on a big show that I put together. So there's another thing off my bucket list. We played with a band called, you can Google them. They have a great album with a song on it called Ronnie McRae, which is about Ronald Reagan, by the way. That's how old these guys are. And their drummer, by the way, is blind. They have a blind drummer.
Damn.
You sit him down at the kit, and he feels where everything is, the cymbals like this, and then he just fucking goes to town on them. And they're called the Dayglow Abortions, an old local scene punk band. Really cool stuff. Actually, Dawn might know who they are. Albrecht, do you have a Twitter account? I don't think you actually answered that. Because I can get in touch with you there, or Facebook. You can find me under the name Neil Bernstein. You'll see my logo and everything there, and send me a message, and we will talk about having you on. Yep, that's true, Tony. I do talk about people who've deconverted from the primarily fundamental Abrahamic sects. I have Chris Shelton coming on the show, and he's going to be my season premiere of season 3 on January 4th. Chris Shelton is ex-Scientology, and I've never had anyone.
He was just on with David.
Yeah, I think so.
Last week. Yeah, it was a good show.
He's good people.
Oh, come here, you. There
You don't know who Dayglow Abortions are? Seriously? They're from Vancouver Island, for fuck's sakes. Anyway, yeah, Google them. Dayglow Abortions. And the album's called Ronnie McRae. And they're old school punk, so there's some songs in there. Like, they have one song that people today might write off as being a racist song, but they have a song called I Want to Be an East Indian. So, but they have other stuff on there that's just hysterical. So, yeah, but be aware of that, right? Old, early 80s punk rock wasn't exactly status quo kind of shit, right? So they talked about anything.
All right, yeah, anyway, I'm out, people. Yeah.
All right, IQ, man. Thanks, brother.
See you, everybody.
See you next time.
Yep.
See ya.
Enjoy.
Bible Belt. See ya. I'm trying to learn how to play my guitar over here. What are you doing anyways? Was that Twitter shit you doing?
What, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just on Twitter.
My stream, and he's on Twitter. All right, let's all go on Twitter. I think Diana's already on Twitter.
I was on Twitter.
No, Diana's looking at a map of Northwest U.S. and Southwest Canada.
Oh, why? That's where I live.
Yeah, I was just charting the distance between you and Dawn, and they list you as 3.5 hours apart.
Yeah, probably around that. I was exaggerating. I do that from time to time. Okay.
Sounds good to me. I like it.
Sounds good to me too. I love you, cunts. I'm going to bed.
All right, dude. Oh yeah, it's late for you. I keep forgetting you're like 800,000 hours ahead of me. So, all right.
I'm going to try to be at Faithless Forum this year. So we'll see what happens.
Oh,
awesome.
Okay, that's it. I definitely have to be there. There has to be nothing standing in the way. Okay.
I will be there, period.
I got to try.
I'm not letting anything stand in the way.
The only thing I've got to do at this point is make sure the little one is taken care of.
I got to figure out how to get myself and my daughter there. Because Faithless Forum is always held in the week when my daughter's spring break is. And so she's here. And it's like, I can't afford to ship both her and myself there. So it's I got to figure that out. But I just got I got a second job, so we'll see what happens.
Sure. What the hell is this?
Anyway, it goes. Love you guys. Mean it. Zach, I want to say that every once in a while, I get a little bit fucking pissed off that your voice is that much deeper than mine.
Hey, Dawn, where do you want me to send the link?
All right.
Oh my, oh my. What happened? Okay, he go bye-bye.
Oh. Eric Murphy was going to come on, but I guess it was too late.
Oh, he's such a big sweetie.
Yeah, he is. Dawn, are you still on Twitter? Because I can send it to your Twitter. I'll look you up on Twitter, see if you're still there. I think you are, but you just don't use it.
I'm trying to remember if I...
Yeah, you're on
I
there.
remember him on there.
He's on there. He's on there. Hang on there, buddy. Paste. I sent you the Fetus of Fetus album. Well, it's the Google link for Fetus of Fetus, and then you just look it up, and that's their best album, in my opinion. Anyway. Oh, sorry, I already sent it to your Twitter. Sorry, buddy.
Oh my, speaking of the little one, she's all curled up over there on the bed.
Aww. Well, I gotta go, guys. I gotta get my shit.
Aww.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
I ran out of chips like 20 minutes ago.
Oops.
Yeah.
That's my big problem with that stuff. Did I already say this? I could eat an entire bag of that shit in one sitting. You know, be it potato chips or Fritos or whatever the fuck it is. you know, like 39,000 calories. Just
one bag equals 800 calories.
There you go. And it's that whole bit with when I quit smoking, it was the 40 pounds, right there, and just try to get rid of it now.
Yeah, that's all you can do. You can do it. Give it some time, a little effort. How's Diana's? How's Diana's pussy? Still soft and cuddly.
Woo, yeah. That, Neil, is what I would like for Christmas.
Oh, okay. Now I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's like 100,000 just fall out of the sky into my lap, and yeah, hi, Dr. Bowers, I'll be right over.
Could you please reinstall my pussy?
Oh shit!
I just see the doctor's face. What? Wait, what? What do you mean reinstall?
Oh my!
I'm going off the fact that it should have been there to begin with.
Okay, so Purple is sure that Suritz is going to be there.
Where?
Faithless Forum.
Well, he has Aaron probably and his wife. There may be room for one.
Yeah,
if he brings who he brought last year, then he'll already have 3 in the car. So, but he's got enough room for.
You'll have to send me the link whenever you get it to get to buy tickets, because I don't know where to get that.
Go to the Faithless Forum site on the internet.
Yeah, I think it's faithlessforum.com, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go ahead and go for the upgrade and go for the VIP tickets.
That's what I do. Yeah, and I told them that, and they're like, "Oh, right on. We actually get to hang out and meet you." I'm like, "Yeah." I don't know why you guys are so thrilled about that. You don't even really know me, at least at that time. But yeah,
so
nothing but when I got there, nothing but high praise and kudos for what I do by people like Thomas and Drew and Steven, and they say, "Yeah, dude, we like what you do." So,
and you do it so well.
Well, thank you. I try. I just
think really,
I'm a people kind of guy. So, it's just,
I mean, no shit. Really and truly, you do a damn good job of this stuff, and
it means a lot, and it really does, because it tells me that I'm on the right track.
Definitely, and keep that track going, and all kinds of good stuff was going to happen.
Well, I keep getting. I love talking with everyone, whether they're well known or not. Right, that's the thing.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
yeah.
And I think every story is just as important. Somebody that nobody knows, his story is just as important as Anthony Magnabosco's or Seth Andrews's, or actually I'm making a little progress on the Matt Dillahunty front, so we might have him on in the new year as well.
Well, then.
Yeah. I got people that know him quite well in on the hunt for me, so we'll see.
So he's an elusive character, is it, eh?
Not really. I just got a friend request from some dick named Zach Brown. Who the hell is that?
I just found it. Just looked you up.
Oh, did you on Facebook?
Mhm.
I'm barely ever on there, dude. But sure, I'll accept your friend request, and then I'll unfriend you right away. There you go. Oh shit! Drew's girlfriend just popped up in my recommendations. Taylor. Wow. Huh. And David Silverman just popped up in my recommendations. Yeah, it's not happening, pal.
Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
Boy.
That was for a little while. I had the thought, okay, should I invite Silverman on, to let him explain himself and that sort of thing? And it's then I got better. I can't do it. No.
Armin already did that. Right, he had a whole thing with him here in Vancouver at UBC. So, and they wanted me to go to that. I would have, but I was already engaged in something else. I had plans, so I couldn't make that one. So what did they do? Just to get back at me, they set up an interview with me for everyone through the Atheist Republic. And there was about half a dozen people or so that came out and watched me being interviewed up at UBC, which is University of British Columbia, by the way.
Okay, fine.
But I could have gone, or I was asked to go to the Silverman one. And I would have liked to have heard what he had to say about the whole thing. But you know what? I'm always of the camp that women aren't going to go out of their way to lie about shit like this because it could backfire on them as well.
Right.
If it's ever demonstrated that they were full of shit, then that ruins their lives. Nobody's going to step forward with that kind of stuff. And I know that a lot of them are afraid to do so because of the way things have been and very patriarchal, etc. I always try to encourage women, if they've had some sort of sexual trauma, to come forth with it, because there are more people are going to believe you than not. And I understand that there are some unscrupulous women out there that will take advantage of that just to try and rake some bucks out of some rich person. But that's not as common as people think.
Right.
The cases out there are legitimate. And out of every 3,000 or 4,000, there might be 1 or 2 cases where somebody's trying to be that money leeching bitch. But for the most part, they're not. If they have been abused, and I've had friends of mine that have been abused by other friends of mine, and clearly they're no longer friends of mine after that. The abusers, I mean. And I even made the mistake myself of taking the wrong side of that one time. And I was apologetic out to the wazoo when I found out that something actually did happen. And she gracefully accepted me back into her life, which I'm thankful for. But I can make mistakes just like any other human being on the planet too, right? So try to be better. That's like Don said earlier, just got to try to be better.
Nate Brody reviewed the lawsuit that Silverman filed against Matt Dillahunty, an American Atheist, and my listening to his review of that was enlightening, if you will. It's how flimsy that lawsuit was, and had me thinking, okay, yeah, maybe I was thinking of Silverman too highly, and I was already thinking of him in a rather low way. So I don't know. It's.
I used to have respect for the guy, but not anymore. Not since the.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Right.
If anybody wants to have a look at it, let me copy the link location. The video is called "David Silverman versus Matt Dillahunty, an American Atheist." We read the lawsuit from Nate Brody. And let's throw this over here. Go for it.
Awesome.
Wait a minute. What is this? Albrecht says I changed mine, Neil. Sorry. I was thinking about it and feel I can't do it.
Really? I've been told by many, many people that I put people at ease when they come on my show, that I make things easier for them to discuss. You're not under any obligation to come on the show, but if you ever muster up the courage to do it, feel free to send me a message, or I'll put my email in there if you want to write it down. I'll dump it down in the chat there. Oh wait, wrong one. 604 atheist at gmail.com. Right, that's my email that I use for this sort of thing. It's in the chat there. If you change your mind, let me know. You're under no pressure. I don't want you to be outed to people that you don't want to know. You're always able to use a voice changer technology if you want, and you're also able, like Duke and IQ were both doing earlier, use some sort of an avatar instead of actually going live with your camera. I always do my best to make people feel at ease when they come and chat with me. And there's 2 people that have been on my show still in the chat with me. Do you guys think that I do a good job with that?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
You do a wonderful job.
Definitely. I just want to say it's kind of a bit of a spoiler for Sunday, but I am planning on doing a bit of an updated deconversion story, if you will, on my channel.
Cool.
It's going to be kind of emotional, but I'm going to be revealing some stuff that I'm just now feeling comfortable about sharing on the internet. So,
well, your
okay then.
Chat with me even back then was a little on the emotional side too. But
well, yeah, but there's some stuff I found out a few things that have gone on recently, and then something else that I found out just recently that about 2.5 months ago, somewhere in there, that I found out that was like a really big family stab in the back, if I will.
Wow.
Sorry from my dad especially. So
really,
I'm gonna be talking about some of that stuff that I'm just now starting to feel comfortable about talking about online.
Very good.
So it's going to be a bit on the longer side of the video of like duration, but it's going to be a little bit emotional.
Hey,
I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to do the gameplay or if I'm going to show my actual face and not go with a script. I'm not really sure.
I'll tune in. Just let me know.
Okay, then.
Well,
are you going to premiere it or?
Depending on how long it is. If it's like, 15 minutes or 20 minutes or longer, then I will premiere it. But if it's like, shorter than that, then I'm not going to worry about it.
Come on, dude. You know it's going to go longer than 15 minutes. You and I both know it's going to go longer than 15 minutes.
It always does.
True, but I might not repeat a lot of this stuff since, it's already on 3 people's channels. So.
Yeah, me and Bub and who else?
Actually, no, 4. David's.
Oh, Mr. Worley.
Yeah.
He's getting a little bit more attention now, too.
Mm-hmm.
He was my first patron, by the way.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow. Yay.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And then, who's the other one now? I've got a couple. Yay, I got 2 patrons.
Yay. Yay, 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 yay. I don't know if you saw the note.
Megan Lewis, the girl I interviewed the other day that does all the paperwork and stuff, or the show notes for like Atheist Experience and stuff like that. Yeah, she loved being on the show, you guys, and she says that everyone was great, and she can't wait until she can come into another one of the after parties because she had the best time, and that made me really happy when I heard that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the note. Neil Dunn said he'd be on your show.
Yeah, he was my season opener for season 2. He's been on my show.
Okay.
Good try, Don. Oh yeah, David has a Discord. Yeah, I'm on his Discord too, I think. 5 minutes, guys, and I'm going to call her quits because it's getting to be hockey time, and I want to go watch the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah, well, it's
not sure why they're kind of sucking this year, but it's my buddy's favorite team.
well, it's almost 7 p.m. where you are, right?
It is. It's 6:55.
It's 9:55 here.
I'm getting better at this. Yeah, I have 21:55:51. And
Stop with the military time. You see, that's what's fucking you up.
No, it actually makes it easier with 24-hour time.
Yeah, but I don't really. You know what? All our clocks say 12, so that's what I go with. Okay, he's gonna go grab a military clock.
Well, I'll tell you,
digital clocks you can do that with, but the old school clocks you can't do that with unless you got the double time one. Right,
well,
the
my
little tiny 24 over top of the 12.
There you go. My watch. If let's see if we can do this right. God bless it. No, I can't. I have to pull off. Darn it. My watch is set to a 24-hour time. There we go. Somebody asks me, what time is it? I'll read out 2,200 hours. What? So that's easy, really. I find it a lot easier. I do. Almost everything around here is 24-hour time.
Yeah, I don't use AM PM anymore. You can see.
There
you are, 21:57. Yeah. My watch is a little ahead. I'll have to fix that.
Mine says 6:57.
There you go.
Adelinda Dragon Queen. Yes, I did ask you, and you didn't take me up on it. The offer's still there. If you want to call, you're not a nobody. Come on, everyone is somebody. All right. So
everybody is somebody sometime.
I thought it was love somebody. Everybody
it is
loves somebody sometime.
Yeah, Dino.
Except for me.
Hey, I know that feeling all too well.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Neil? You absolutely just did me dirty with the subscriber count.
Did I?
Oh yeah. Because
I know you were pulling ahead of me.
Yeah, and then you just absolutely shot off.
I don't know what happened, dude. Honestly, I don't know what happened.
No, you went to Faithless Forum. That's why.
Oh, that probably.
I'm pretty convinced of that in my theory of that.
Your theory. Zach's scientific theory. Neil shot off like a fucking cannon that was loaded with 600 pounds of dynamite and fucking, what do they call that? Black powder. What do they call that? Gunpowder. Fucking moron. Well, better to be moron than off, I guess.
Jeez. Yeah. I'm just curious. I saw a whole bunch of notifications come up tonight. Oh, for the love of St. Gulick, will you look at that?
What?
I am at
my eardrums out.
Whoops. Sorry about that.
Guys, go sub to Zach here, the Bible Belt Atheist, and Diana, the Lavender Lady. They both have channels. They both have great channels, and they are criminally undersubbed, so get on that shit. And tell all your friends, tell the whole bunch that you just had a hippopotamus for lunch.
I am actually up to 461. I'm amazed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Me
there
and
were a couple.
Bub and I have just recently started a competition of a race to 500 subscribers.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm trying to make my way up to 2,000 now.
You'll get there sooner than you got to 1,000.
Was I bragging a little there?
Just a bit.
No.
Dad.
The impression I get is that there's a certain threshold.
Yes.
And over that, all of a sudden everybody sees you.
And then
I was looking at my email.
Snowballs. It snowballs from there.
I was looking at my email, and I gained, since Anthony was on my show. Hang on here. No, Wait, wrong account, idiot. Come on. Neil the 64. That's better. 1, 2, 3 new subscribers today.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
not bad.
That's beautiful. I got 3 or 4 today. I don't
Excellent.
know. I don't know why, but somewhere there must have been the combination of the people seeing me and then saying, "Yeah, I think I'd like to see more of this broad." They'll learn.
Yeah, they'll learn the reason they did sub was a good idea.
What I do
That's what
have
they'll
to
learn.
do, though, I'm being quite honest here when I say that I've got
Thanks,
to
Purple.
work on being more consistent and more better with the content. And yes, I did say more better.
Not
I've
at
gotta
all, Mr.
I
Purple.
got to find the right combination.
Purple dropped a link to your channel, BBA, and I'm sure Purple's working on a link to your channel, Diana.
Oh, he did. I see it there. Danke schön.
Feel free to shill out your own channel as well, Purple.
Yeah, and I've got that custom channel link. So I mean, it's a lot easier for people to remember if they're not sure. They can just type in youtube.com/the Bible Belt Atheist, and it'll take.
Oh, you
right
got
there.
it now? Awesome.
What, the custom link?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had that for a while, for
I
pretty
think
much since the beginning of my channel.
You can get it once you
At
have
100.
subs or something,
100
yeah.
subscribers.
haven't
And I had
bothered
it.
with
I had like 78 or 80 something within the first 39 hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, because that was, wait, had you been on my show at that time?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I grabbed the custom URL as soon as I was eligible for it.
Yeah, I
I
did too.
don't care.
Yeah, youtube.com/The Lavender Lady.
I just
Everything-
drop my link and people can click it. I don't even give a shit.
I mean, everything of mine is keyed to The Lavender Lady. So, I mean, that's my YouTube, my Patreon, my...
Oh, you have a Patreon?
Yes, I do. You
I
didn't know that?
I had no idea.
Oh, my. I actually have, 8 or 9 patrons right now.
That's awesome.
So
pretty good.
this is what has me, thinking and whatever, that I've got to do the good job.
Yes.
Because it's one thing when they say, hey, here's the stuff and everything, but when they're paying you for it,
Yeah.
that's a whole new level of stuff going on there.
Yeah, new level of responsibility.
Yes, absolutely.
I already made the giant improvements by buying new machinery. I've got another order of these going on now, and I'm going to start doing merch and stuff like that as well. So, I've already dumped a shit ton of cash into this channel, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh
I've
God,
already-
I know that feeling.
Right?
Yeah,
So-
I've already made I said this like several months ago, but I've already made the decision. I'm not going to put out merch until I hit 666.
Awesome.
Okay,
Well, I said I
there
wasn't
you go.
I said I wasn't going to start a Patreon until I hit 1,000, and now I'm 70 something plus past that. So it's
Yeah, I discovered
Required.
very quickly that I needed better hardware when I was doing the edited videos. My old machine I had built for price rather than performance, and I really didn't need it for that much. It was just looking through the news and checking the email and all
Sure.
that bullshit. Now, when it comes to rendering the videos, very quickly I found out how lacking that thing was. So I sank 1,500.
it's
I sank
Sometimes
1,500 into this
sometimes it
thing.
won't. Yeah.
Say again.
It says always go for performance. It might be pricey sometimes. A lot of times it's not as pricey as you think.
Yeah, well, this one, as
For
I
sure.
said, this one was 1,500, and well worth it. I mean, I'm still paying for it, but it's definitely
Me
well
too.
worth it. And right now, I'm doing a whole bunch of rearranging over here. My studio looks a little bit different than it did. Well, you're looking behind me, and you're not seeing Sylvia climbing the window curtains anymore, and there's a reason for that. It's working out a little bit better here, and doing a whole bunch of recabling and all this other shit. And I was hoping I would be done with all that by the end of the year, but I don't think so. Still a couple things I need to get. That I'd like to get better lighting and green screen, that sort of thing. But all on top of that, I've got to keep the content coming.
Yes, you do.
And I'll tell you, it's not the easiest thing in the world for me.
Why is it?
Because, say again?
Why is that, Diana?
I have a hard time coming up with topics.
Same here.
And I've got to get better at that.
You know what I would do if I was you is go through daily atheist news sites and see what triggers you. And then bring that up.
There's an idea.
Lots of different sites. So it's just type in daily atheist news type stuff, and you'll probably get a bunch of different links you can hit. And just peruse them and see which ones strike you the most, and pick up a topic like that and go on with someone to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole bunch of fun. And then there's the other thing there too I'm thinking of expanding a little bit. And then, of course, when you expand, you have even more topics to think about. And
yes,
that whole thing.
For sure.
Because if you've looked at my library, at my catalog, I'm all over the place. There's serious stuff, political stuff, news stuff, just plain old fun stuff, everything. It's lacking in consistency, or to me it is anyway. Whereas, maybe if I could manage it, have something that's all hard-hitting news, and then something that's all fun. And if you like one, you can go see it. If you don't like that, if you like the other, you can go see it. If you don't like either of them, you can just tell me to fuck off. It's that sort of thing. And I tried that something over a year ago, and I was having some troubles with it. But I'll try it again, see what happens. And as I say, it's too often right now. It's Wednesday or Thursday, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do this weekend? I still haven't come up with anything. Really, I should be set 3 weeks ahead. Or at least this is what I'm thinking. Neil, you are booked, to the end of the year, right?
I am booked till the end of season 2, which ends in December 16th, somewhere around there. And then I kick in again, and I'm already booked my first show for January 4th, which is Chris Shelton.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm completely solidly booked.
Okay, and
I'm at the point now where people are coming to me and asking to be on, so which is great because it saves me some of the work. So.
Yeah, it does. I would dearly love to be to that point, but I need the visibility, and to do that, I've got to put in the work.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to see me. They have to know who I am. They have to like me in order to say, "Hey, Clarion, I'd like to be on the show."
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just getting my thank yous ready because I'm about to leave you guys high and dry.
Oh, wow.
This awkward silence, guys. Come on, talk about something. Come on, Zach, tell us how awesome your new BC Rich guitar is.
No, it is. It's a good guitar. I like it. I just need to tune it.
I wish I could play. It's not for lack of trying. It's just that this left hand over here doesn't work very well at all.
Mm-hmm.
And
wow, I never thought about that. I'm gonna have to put my left hand to the test tonight. What you do, kids, is you sit on it for a while so it goes numb. they call it the stranger.
My big thing that I absolutely hate about that is I can't play anything with my left hand if I have rings on my left hand.
Really?
Yeah, it throws off the balance of my fingers so bad.
Before I play, I take the rings off. Never mind. Otherwise, it chafes. Never mind.
Yep.
That reminds me of that show. Have you ever seen? I thought you left Don. He's been fucking lurking in the comments. That's funny. Purr. Where's it? Oh, you ever seen that movie Real Genius with Val Kilmer when he was a lot younger? Or he plays a genius at a school that other genius kids go to. You haven't seen that? And he always wears the little boingy things on his head. But he's like a super genius, and he's always going to like these organizations or get-togethers with other like professors and stuff. And then one professor walks up and he goes, "Why do you wear that on your head?" And he's like, "Well, if I wear it anywhere else, it chafes." And he shows up and he's in like bunny slippers, and he's supposed to be a genius, right? All geniuses are mad to some degree.
Yeah, definitely. I can tell you from firsthand experience.
I can't believe you don't remember this movie, Diana. Really? You, Laszlo, the guy that lived in the closet and entered every single contest and won 33.8% of the contests or something like that? You don't remember that?
I think I remember the title. I don't know that I've ever seen it.
And they filled that one professor's house up with popcorn and pop inside and it bursts out the windows and stuff. It's great. Great movie.
Is am I to that to seeing to making is am I gonna has to? What am I talking about? Real Genius. Okay, gotta remember that.
Real Genius, Val Kilmer is great.
What hits my mind when I see that or when I hear that is Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
This was the I think the first incarnation of Wile E. Coyote. It may have been maybe the first or maybe the second, because the appearance with the Roadrunner was not Wile E. Coyote's first appearance. Mm-hmm. He'd been cast opposite a sheepdog.
No, and different coyote.
That's wait a minute. That's right. That's Ralph and Sam. That's right. Bugs Bunny. Then he was cast opposite.
His first appearance was with Bugs Bunny, and then they came up with Roadrunner.
Yeah, there you go. And it was, I think, the Bugs Bunny was Wile E. Coyote, super genius. Yeah, super genius. But Ralph and Sam. That's right.
Ralph and Sam. Morning, Sam. Morning, Ralph. With the punch clock on the tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember, was Sam in mid smash or something when the whistle blew and they had to punch out?
Yeah, when he was like right in mid, about to punch Ralph or something again.
Yeah, something.
And the whistle blows and he drops him. He's like, "All right, see you tomorrow, Ralph," or "See you tomorrow." And meanwhile, Ralph's like, "Okay, buddy." He's like a tooth swinging and shit, right? That was a good day, Sam.
Movie night at the I wish.
Tony,
I wish there were a way to get all you guys over here. You know, that would be. Well, I don't know where exactly I would put everybody. This is kind of a.
I'll fucking sleep on the ceiling if I have to.
There you go. We could arrange that.
Let's hang from the ceiling. It's gonna hurt when I land on my head, though. What are you going to use to hang on the ceiling, Neil? All right, never mind. I'm not going there. All right, I got to call it quits, you guys. I got to head downstairs. It's time for some hockey. I'm Canadian. Hockey wins. Sorry.
Well, thanks for all the good stuff today, Neil. Seriously. And I'm looking at this over here, and you started streaming 2 and some hours ago, and I'm thinking,
2:48.
What are you? Are you challenging me for length of after show? What's going on here?
No. We both have some work ahead of us if we're going to beat the one that Don and I did over at his place. which is 8.5 hours or 9 hours long or some shit.
I've already had one longer than that.
Oh Jesus! All right, we got to improve here, Don.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. Ran 10.5 hours.
Oh God, shit.
Jeez.
Yeah, I had Mom NATO on, and when she starts, she doesn't stop.
For a bunch of atheists, you sure say God a lot.
Well, as I say, God is a title, not a name.
As a title, I just say it's part of the vernacular. So who gives a shit? It's like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna cuss out a girl if she's screaming "Oh God" while we're getting it on. I'm like, hey, whoa, who? Who does that in the middle of that kind of thing?
Who the hell was it, or how many of them have done it that have posted? When atheists are having sex, what do they yell? Oh, Richard Dawkins, or what?
Oh, Dawkins! Oh, Dawkins! Oh, Dennett! You're hitching me in the right spot. Right? That's what we do. Yeah.
Oh man!
And on that,
I've been out of the loop so long, I don't think I'd remember how.
I know. I keep looking down and going, "This is the only thing this is good for." Every time I take a leak.
There you are.
I guess I could stir my coffee with it, but anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out with us nut bars here.
Yeah,
hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time, Dawn, you should jump in. Don't be such a wuss. Jump in with us. Hope you guys enjoyed the conversation with Mr. Anthony Magnabosco earlier today. Until next time, guys, my next guest will be, hang on here, on Monday.
God.
No. Saturday, I have the Canadian Atheists event, so I won't be doing a show. But I have John W. Loftus coming on Monday.
Oh, wow! Amazing.
Yeah, he's great. And then another ex-Muslim will be on with me with Sinning Kafir. We'll be on November 20th at 4 p.m. Look them up on Twitter. They got some good stuff. And Rachel Oates will be with me next weekend.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
It's going to be a morning show. We'll be going at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is noon in Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, and 2 o'clock Atlantic. So watch for that. And then I'll have Mr. Tom Jump. You guys know him as T-Jump. He's very big in the debates. He'll be on November 25th at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And one of our friends from Down Under, Nervardia, will be joining me on the 27th at 4 p.m.-ish. We're going to figure out what works best for her. Adam Skeptic, which known as @through_science on Twitter, will be joining me November 30th. Prince of Atheism will be joining me December 2nd. Aria, who's not on Twitter, will be joining me December 4th. Panda Actual will be joining me on December 7th. Dapper Dinosaur, that people were asking for, will be joining me December 9th. A Raging Atheist, you guys know him, Nokasuchi, will be joining me on December 11th. Pikachu the Gay Atheist will finally be joining me on December 14th. And for the season ender, I have Miss Tao DeMille, who will be joining me on December 16th. And then to kick off season 3 in January on the 4th at 6 p.m., I will have Chris Shelton on the show. So I hope you guys can tune in for those. They should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to all of them. And thank you guys for sticking with me through all this. I hope you guys enjoy what I do here. If you do, please consider checking out the links that I have below for my Patreon, my PayPal Me, and my Amazon wish list. And like I always say at the end of these things, until next time, like the late, great Christopher Hitchens once said, it's called faith because it's not knowledge. And we'll see you guys next time.